Hello, everybody. Megan, I saw what you said there. Not sure where Thomas is. I'm sure he'll be here, but why not? Um, so slurping. We could have up to 10 people on now on this StreamYard thing. So we could turn this into an absolute cacophony, which sounds kind of fun to me. I hope everybody's doing good today. It's a beautiful Sunday. Maybe a few hangovers, I'd imagine. Howdy, geezer. Hello, Megan. Oh. Hello.
Afternoon, my friend. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Hey, you popped on a little early today.
Yeah, I saw. I had the thing kind of set up in the background, and then I saw what Megan had to say about going early. So
Okay,
I'm
cool.
sure Thomas will show up sooner.
Yeah.
Sooner than later.
Yep.
So.
And then something. I don't know whether we're gonna see Neo today, but I'm sure we'll see those other guys.
Yeah.
So how you doing, man?
Not too bad. Had a little bit of a day trip yesterday, and
oh, cool. Where'd you go?
Just another town. I don't know, an hour away from here.
Okay.
They got a little touristy gasoline alley, it's called, with a bunch of bikes and fancy donut shop, and I ate like half a dozen donuts yesterday, and now I feel and an old friend of mine that I grew up with, he's got a brewery there.
Right.
So I went and grabbed a 6-pack from him, and
nice.
Spent the afternoon watching the ID guys stream and having a good one.
Good. Yeah. Sorry, I missed it. I was at a party yesterday, but I had a good time.
Nice. Yeah. Happy 4th of July.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We had our Canada Day on Wednesday.
Right. Yeah. That's always July 1st. So.
Yeah. Went downtown just to see if anything was happening on just in the afternoon, and nothing really.
No, nothing special out by you.
No, not that time of day. The bars and patios are opening up and all that, but that's about the extent of it. No fireworks.
Okay. All right.
Something to do, something to kill half a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Watches and Giggles. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, what's up, Watches and Giggles? You did a nice job on Clive's stream. I just watched that this morning.
Yeah.
You and Thomas. So well done, sir. Good to see you. And then here's everybody else? Geezer and Megan Arthur. Williams Watches. Good to see you, my friend. Junior Johnson was in there. Hey, GMT Master. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, it's always much appreciated.
Let's see here. Yeah, anybody who wants to come on, by all means.
Yes, please do. Please do. Everybody's more than welcome. So, please, every so often, please flip and post the link in the chat.
Absolutely.
For anybody to come on. So, I saw just ID guys stream was like 3 hour plus. So I'm looking forward to watching that later after we get off here.
He was trying to say that it was going to be under 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
No, I tried to get people to take bets on 3.5 hours, and it went to 3 hours 45. I think I was trying to go for, and
right.
I think it went 3 hours 42 minutes.
Nice, very very nice.
Geezer, just a Slurpee. Maybe I'll crack a beer in a while.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Anything else? Anything else going on?
Not really. Same
Okay.
old. Just relaxing this weekend.
Okay.
So.
Sorry, I'm just. We were. I think we're going to try and do some chronographs today.
Yes, please.
And I know Ennis something has a huge and varied list that he's going to bring, but I posted up once Thomas comes in. I posted up my top 5, but these are ones that we all know. So that should be a nice balance. As Ennis something he'll come up with some esoteric ones.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll knock the mainstream favorite out of the way first, and then take it from there.
This is
anybody. It is a big Slurpee.
Yeah, extra large. I'll be bouncing off the walls on sugar again.
Yeah, watches and giggles. Like I said, you did a great job with Clive and Thomas. I really I enjoyed that stream yesterday. Watched it this morning. GMT Master. I'm sure JLC Extreme Lab will be in there.
Megan Arthur, are you going to come on today?
Yes, we'd love to have you and your sister, and also when he feels better, your dad.
Yeah, that'll be
his
great.
voice has been sorely missed in the community.
Absolutely.
So, it was a nice 4th of July here yesterday. It was a little more subdued than it has been in the past, but it was nice. It was nice finally getting together. I got together with a bunch of my friends, and it was nice to do a little socially distancing, mingling again.
Yeah. It's great. There's ways.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, like having a barbecue, get everybody in the backyard.
Right. We were all outside.
Yeah. Talk a little louder, and that's the only difference.
Yeah, my friend usually has like 60, 70, 80 people over for 4th of July, but this year was just about 15 or so. 16. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, right on.
Wasn't bad. So you got the Aragon on today?
I haven't even shown this one yet.
Yeah, you should show it, man.
Yeah. Oh, where's the camera? I dig this thing. I've never had a Coke bezel.
Yeah, that's nice. Take it off, man. Take it off and put it up to the camera.
Let's see if I can get a better shot of that guy.
There you go. Yeah, let it focus. Nice, man. Very nice. That's a beauty, man. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, I dig it. It's a left-hand drive again, and
Yep. And you're a lefty, right?
I am, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So very fortunate. And we have Thomas.
Hey, Thomas.
Hi there, guys. Sorry about that. It started a bit early without me.
No worries.
That's all right.
I got starting early.
Sorry about that. I'm rushing around trying to get organized.
No problem, man. No problem. Yeah. He caught me a little off guard too.
Yeah.
Megan, I'm
anything official, but
you're a bit eager, weren't you, Zafar?
Megan has to go off to dinner. So we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by, Megan.
Bon appetit, Megan.
Take care, Megan.
It's always good to see you. Please give our best to your parents.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. Yeah, hope they're well.
It's GMT's gonna have to bail sooner than later by the sound. And then
there you go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, GMT Master. 38 tomorrow, so happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, many happy returns, my friend. Hope you have a cracking one.
Yeah, and I think Neo's hitting the big 5-0 either one of these days. So
yes.
So happy birthday to you, Neo, my friend.
Yeah, I think that's tomorrow as well. So happy birthday, Neo. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's totally understandable that now that things are getting back to normal and Sunday midday here, people have lives. It's totally understandable when, if somebody can't.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. This is all just for fun.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So family always comes first. I was telling Watches and Giggles in the chat that you and Thomas, you and him did a great job on Clive's stream yesterday. I watched it this morning.
Yeah, we had fun. It was nice to chat with you, Watches and Giggles. Really good fun. Nice to chat with you. We ought to do that again, definitely. Or hop on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Man. Feel free to hop on here if you want.
Hop on here, my friend. Yeah.
And Megan, if you got a few minutes, we can get on the Streamliner right now.
Yeah, why don't you pull that up? The Moses Streamliner. What an excellent choice. Hey, Clam Walker, welcome.
I was just going to. You've just been showing your Oregon. I was just going to quickly.
Hey, Chip Gage, welcome.
Chip Gage, hello, sir.
I was just quickly going to show you. I'd received a new Oregon as well.
Nice. What you got?
It's the Evo 2.
Nice.
Which is this nice PVD coated.
Oh, cool.
Model.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Which is lovely. Nice. It's got a nice molding on the bezel, which makes it nice and easy, really easy to turn.
It's like rifling.
Yeah, it is like rifling. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just put this one on. I'll just currently got my Palmer 2 on, like you've got in the grey. You and Zippo both got these in the grey, haven't you?
Yep.
I've got this in the green.
Yeah, the left-hand drive. Yeah, so how nice is that, the one Flippin got with the Coke bezel? How cool is that?
Yeah. That's gorgeous, isn't it? It's lovely.
Yeah, I love it. I realized
This one's a nice sort of PVD with a different bracelet. It's more of a sort of... It's the nearest I've got to a Jubilee. It's like a bit like the... Coming close to the Beads of Rice bracelet. It's quite a nice look.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this this leather NATO with it.
A leather NATO, nice.
Yeah, leather NATO. You'd be interested in that, Zipper, being a leather man yourself.
Yeah.
A nice leather Zulu strap.
Very cool. I've always loved that, the contrast stitching and all that.
You ought to get into making NATO, Zippo.
I've done a few.
Have you?
Yeah, I've got one that I really quite like.
So I might put that leather NATO on here.
Yeah, no, that look nice.
Give it a different look.
Yep, absolutely.
Mix up the look a bit.
Yeah, that's very sharp looking.
We have Watches and Giggles. Howdy.
Hey guys, thank you for having me. Thanks for the invite. Appreciate it.
Hey, what's up, man? Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, Blue Shirt. Good to finally speak with you, Thomas. Nice to see you again. Good to chat with you.
Yeah, great to have you.
You guys did a good job with Clive last night.
Yeah, I may have had a few too many, but it was fun.
It was the 4th of July. It was a party night. Why not?
Yeah.
It only happens once a year.
That is true.
So you want to start with doing some chronographs, Thomas?
I was going to see if we could maybe just do a few of the new releases.
Sure. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yep. Okay. Cool. Cool.
So if you just want
to start out with
I'll just go onto my computer. I'll just get my phone and onto my computer, and I'll just queue up a few in the chat there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Cool.
Right. It won't be a sec.
All right. Very good.
I kind of feel bad about jumping on early.
That's all right, man. It's okay. No, it's cool. No worries.
Yeah. It's great that Clyde's been having newer people on too, eh?
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it is. It is. He's a good man. So you had a good fourth yesterday, Watches and Giggles?
I did. I had to work in the morning, and then I went with some friends in the afternoon. Had a few cocktails, had a few drinks, and then headed home and got a little watch content in. So
okay, cool. Yeah, it was we got home late, so I still got some catching up to do. I watched the Clive stream this morning, and I have to watch ID Guy later on. But yeah, it was nice yesterday. It was nice just to relax and see friends again. So.
Oh, how's New York, Blue Shirt? Is it getting any better?
It's getting better. It's getting better. It's slow. The good, the good and the bad thing is that we've had our spike here already. So it's actually people that are coming here from other states that are spiking now are the ones that are getting sick here. So they just started doing in-house. You can sit in a restaurant again, but you're going to be spaced apart.
Yep.
Before it was just takeout and outdoor dining, but now you can eat inside again. So hopefully things will progress in the right direction.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Thomas, you're back, sir.
Hi there. Yeah, sorry, I got speaking to my microphone.
No worries.
I'll just if you just want to chat, I'll just try and queue up a few of these.
Yeah, sure. No worries. Just I put in some chronographs in ahead of you, but just put in underneath mine, and we'll do that. Well, I'm sure we might as well. Is that the one you? Oh no. Okay, I'll let you go. Which one did you want to start off with first? The newest boy on the block?
Yeah, sure.
Do we want to go differences here?
The Black Bay 58 Blue or the Blue Boy?
Yeah, the Blue Bay. Yeah, why not?
Blue Bay. There you go.
Nice watch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very nice. I don't. I've yet to see even the regular Black Bay 58. But it looks like a very, very, very nice watch. Have either of you guys seen it?
I have, yeah. I've tried one on a while back.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah.
I know it's nice at 39 mil, and it's a lot slimmer than the regular Black Bay.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful watch. It really is. I think it appeals to the masses. Most everyone with their wrist can pull that one off pretty well.
Right.
I think I may be on the wrong thing here. Okay.
Yeah, so is this the
Nope.
John Mc...
Drop the first thing that you posted there in the...
John McGonigal.
Okay. Let's start with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is... I'm not familiar with too many of these, to be honest with you, but these are suggestions and something forwarded on to me. This is an Irish watchmaker by the sounds of it, John McGonigal. Debuted with the Vulcan HB1. So it's a new watch. I can't tell you that much about it, to be honest with you, but it's a debut this month.
New old stock Valjoux 88 movement.
Interesting. Wow, nice looking movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very nice.
Hey, William Rizzo and Wisconsin Watch Guy and Smoke Eater, welcome, guys.
Oh.
Welcome.
Howdy, fellas. 25K. He's based out of Ireland.
Okay. Yeah, my monitor, it's really too small for me to read that great.
Okay.
If you want to read the specs and stuff, go ahead.
Sure thing. Trying to find the nitty-gritty of it. Planning on developing his own movement.
Okay.
I don't know anything about the Valjoux 2272, anything like that.
Yeah, it's an older hand wound chronograph movement. Watch Habit, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming. Good to see you. Yeah, that's a good looking movement. Really nice.
Wow, yeah. How about the legibility, though?
With the skeleton dial.
Skeleton dial, skeleton hands.
Yeah. Wouldn't be my. Yeah, that's going to be a little hard for my old eyes to read.
Yeah, so he's well regarded by collectors and peers. Apparently, his first watch was. This is his first watch under the new brand. There's a vintage movement inside a titanium case. It's a manageable 40mm in diameter, but slightly thicker, 14.2 high. Which is an inevitable consequence of the Valjoux 88 movement, which is being used.
Thomas, what are they charging for this watch, or what's the MSRP?
It says the price is equivalent to about $25,000 US.
25 US, okay.
Yeah, so it's quite a lot. So it's an orthology piece. It's the Walleen, it's called.
Okay.
So it says Mr. McGonaghy has dressed it up in orthology fashion. All components are beveled and polished by hand, and the steelwork is flat grained on a shellac stone, while the screws are slotted, beveled, and flat polished on a tin block with diamond paste. The chronograph bridge is one part produced by Mr. McGonaghy, and it's open work to show a high level of finishing. It's 6 beveled sharp inward corners on its inner edge. Similarly, all of the chronograph levels are straight grained on top with mirrored polished bevels on the edges.
Wow.
So it's an expensive piece, yeah, 23,500 euros before taxes, which comes up to about $25,000.
Is the case stainless steel, or is that precious metal?
I'll just check on that.
Titanium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes, titanium. Yeah, titanium case.
So very light.
Yes, yes.
Very interesting, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very interesting. I kind of like the date wheels up there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
They're nice, aren't they? Interesting.
Yeah.
No, they're very interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. That's really cool.
I like the way they're open, so you can see them.
Right.
See all the days, and they're just highlighted in the windows at the top. They're really nice.
Yeah, very interesting.
Seeing this a little bit lately, how older movements, off the shelf, sitting on the shelf collecting dust for the last who knows how many years, are now being reworked, retooled, remachined.
Yep.
And given a new life.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. It's a good way to do it, I think.
Yeah.
Now, that's a GMT as well, right? Am I seeing that correctly? That blue hand there?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether it's a GM2 or whether that's part of the chronograph function.
Oh, okay.
Or is that,
the chronograph hand. Yeah.
Is that the date?
Oh, it's a date. It's a pointer
Oh,
date.
pointer date. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Pointer date.
fabulous.
Wow, amazing.
There you
So
go.
it's a full calendar and chronograph.
Interesting.
Quite the complications on it.
Yeah.
What else?
Does that kind of watch take your fancy then, Watches and Giggles? Is that kind of complication? Is that too complicated and a bit open for you?
A little too, a little too much for me, but it's beautiful.
What
Yeah,
else?
I'm not a huge fan of skeleton stuff,
Yeah.
but this is nice.
Yeah, the only skeleton I would probably buy right now is the AP, that's impossible to get. So there's no way you're
Yeah.
getting that anyway.
Really.
But that is a beautiful piece. Oh my gosh.
It does look nice, doesn't it? Yeah, considering it's Valjoux, it looks amazing.
Yeah, they've really done a nice job with this watch. I mean, that case back is beautiful.
I should crack open my Hamilton and see if it's this pretty on the inside.
I'm sure it's spot on.
I'm sure it looks good, Zippo. Yeah.
Yeah, all the guys in the chat, Geezer and Wisconsin Watch Guy, they all called it. It's the pointer date, that blue hand.
Yes.
So, thank you guys.
Yep, appreciate that. I do like the splash of color with the blue, though.
Yeah, it's
It
nice.
looks lovely. Yeah.
I'm partial to blue. See if I can. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh, lovely. That's the Batman. Yeah.
The Batgirl.
Your favorite.
Yeah, the Batgirl, the one that Clive doesn't like really.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
mhm.
I think the
it's
Jubilee
very
looks
comfortable.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta love the Jubilee.
Yeah.
Very comfortable on that bracelet. Yeah.
Looks good. Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations.
How long have you had that one?
I actually I'm about to do a year review on it. I got it last year, this time in July. Luckily enough, from an AD. I got very lucky.
Very
Great
cool.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, what happened was real quick is I was on the list for the old Batman, the wait, the wait list, right, guys? And then they discontinued it, and they still honored it that AD when the new Batman came out. That I was able to purchase it, so I got lucky.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Are all Jubilee bracelets the same nowadays? Like the one that I want has the Jubilee on it, and I'm wondering if they have the same clasp and all that.
They don't. So the GMT Master has the fold over clasp, but the Date Just, I believe, just have. These are like. Hold on, if I can show it properly. That little fold over piece there, but the Date Just, I believe, it's the fold over clasp, but it doesn't have the little extra protection, shield there.
Okay.
I believe you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
I believe you're right.
Well,
This is supposed to be a sports watch, but it definitely
Correct.
comes across more of a dress watch.
absolutely.
So the next one up, if you're a fan of blue, then Watches and Giggles, what do you think of purple?
Purple's actually one of my favorite colors, but not so much on watches.
Yeah, well, the next one up is a purple watch.
Oh, let's
wonder
check it out.
It's a bit of a controversial watch in the first place, and to add purple to it is a new twist on it. It's the if you take us to the second link, Zippo. It's the Audemars Piguet Code 1159
Oh,
with smoked styles. New smoked styles on this one. Just come out.
wow. That's something. I don't know if a purple dials is what that watch needed, but hey,
Yeah, this
That's
is the first time.
purple.
Well, there's smoke, so there's burgundy, blue, a black smoked style, a purple, and a white one.
Okay.
Okay.
And they go with the chronograph function as well. In
Oh,
pink
wow.
gold cases with smoked purple dial. This one, or
Okay.
in white gold cases with the smoked burgundy lacquer dial.
Well, at least you can see the dial on this version of it.
I like the 1159.
It's the case is very cool.
Mhm.
It's a controversial watch for AP, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
But it's something that's not a Royal Oak. So.
When you go into an AP boutique, that's the watch that's there. You'll see maybe a precious metal or a diamond encrusted Royal Oak, but they'll have every style of Code 1159 there is.
Yeah, it's a very Vegemite watch, isn't it? You
Yeah.
love it or hate it. It's,
Exactly.
I like it.
It's definitely cool. I like how the lugs are evacuated and the sides of the case. It's very cool. It was just the dials when they first came out. You couldn't read them. But it's interesting.
Yeah, I hope to one day get into an AP myself. We'll see. That's a little more of an investment, that's for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And
have you
they're
got that in your
delicate.
sights then, Watches and Giggles? You got one of those in your sights, have you, in AP?
Yeah, they're not easy to come by either.
They're not, especially the ones you want.
Yeah. Good luck getting a Royal Oak, right?
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Unless you bud the stud. He seems to get plenty of them. He's got a nice collection of them, as we
He
saw in
certainly
ID
does.
Guys.
Yeah, my
site.
goodness. Yeah.
He got 3 gorgeous ones. He's got that rose gold chrono, the titanium
Mm-hmm.
blue tapisserie, and then the jumbo with the blue dial. That's gorgeous.
So another thing, what APs are pretty expensive to service, aren't they?
They are, and
money.
they're very
Imagine,
delicate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would imagine. Yeah,
So that's another thing you got to factor in when putting that money down.
Correct.
yeah, definitely.
I like these two.
Yeah, the white gold with burgundies is quite nice, isn't it? And
It is very nice.
the smoked black.
Very nice looking.
When I was a little long-haired grunge rock teenager, I had a pair of Doc Martens like this strap. Purple leather boots. Pretty nice.
Yeah, if you're into the Joker, that purple one,
Yeah. That'd be the one.
would definitely be the one. That's quite a bold statement, I'll say, though.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah, so the next link we go on to Laurent Ferrier, the classic Origin Opaline, which is this one's going for 28,500 Swiss francs before taxes.
Okay.
It's a very nice. It's a slim time-only hand-wound watch with a slim titanium case. It's got those classic Laurent Ferrier hands. It's got a round case, like the Galet sort of micro automatic movement. I think it's got the LF116.01 classic original movement. But Laurent Ferrier again. I mean, a lot of people are worrying about what happens when Laurent Ferrier dies. But I mean, I think there's a good collecting base for Laurent Ferrier in the future. To be honest with you, I think prices might rise. There could be a good collecting base for Laurent Ferrier.
Mm-hmm. They are very nice looking watches, that's for sure.
Very simple and classic. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Somebody was asking for the diameter, and it's 40 mil.
40 mil diameter. Yeah, the
There
height
you
is
go.
10.7 millimeters height. 80 hours power reserve. It's a hand-wound movement.
Yeah, it is a beautiful piece, Williams watches. I agree. It's nice.
Very elegant.
Yeah.
So if a watch is adjusted to 6 positions, like this one says, would that make it, chronometer running just without the official title?
I'm not sure. This is where we need NS something.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's correct. It's for it to be COSC, it has to be tested by them.
Yeah. In
But I
several
believe
positions. Yeah.
if it's, and then you get the official certificate. But I believe that if you test it in 5 or 6 positions, that's the case.
Yeah, you're going to get there.
Yeah, Geezer's saying COSC requires it to be tested in 5 positions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
six-
just saying
six
that 6
technically-
will exceed the COSC.
Right.
So is that 6th position the superlative?
Yeah, take it beyond the superlative requirements, I would have thought.
Yeah, that's one for NS something to answer for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, superlative is just Rolex's extra adjective that they throw in,
Yeah.
so that people realize that that they set themselves to a higher standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Williams watches, simple and classic and very elegant, are my favorite types of watches. I like that as well.
Yeah, well, you might not be a fan of the next one then, which isn't so simple.
Okay.
The Breguet Tradition Dam 7038. Based on the subscription caliber created by Abraham Louis Breguet in 1796, the Tradition is characterized by an open symmetrical movement layout and an off-center time display. The distinctive look has made it one of Breguet's modern-day hits, though most variants of the Tradition have been watches for men. And yeah, this is a boutique-only version. This is the Tradition Dam 7038 compact lineup of Tradition watches for ladies, which looks amazing.
That's a stunning watch. Wow.
Yeah, combines dark iridescent Tahitian mother of pearl dial with a deep brown movement treatment. And unusually for Breguet, the watch is delivered with matching clutch bag. For the ladies there, one for the ladies.
Thomas, what is at the top there? Is
that's the time at the top.
okay.
Yeah.
I got bad eyes. You'll have to excuse me.
No,
Yeah,
no
the
worries.
Time at the top, and then it's got, I think it's a retrograde power reserve as well.
Okay.
On the left, to the left, just at 9 o'clock.
These Breguets are lovely watches, that's for sure.
So we're looking at 38,800 Swiss francs for this one. Only available at Breguet boutiques.
And those are diamonds around the bezel?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's beautiful. Wow.
It's rose gold, this one. Gorgeous piece. 50-hour power reserve. It's automatic movement though, so it's
So in a 37 mil, so not a tiny little.
No, it's not a tiny little watch.
Which is
no
good. To see,
37 millimeters. That's right. Yeah, with 11.85 millimeters thick. So it's
Is that a ruby I'm seeing on the crown as well?
it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, wow.
Yes, it looks like a ruby on the crown. Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, it's called the Caliber 505 SR. Has a power reserve of 50 hours.
there we go. See what it's going.
Very lovely.
Yeah. And
Hey, James, welcome, Showcase Watches.
Hi,
Thanks for
James,
stopping
you are.
by.
Hey, Showcase. Good to see you, buddy.
That's a very extravagant piece, this one, yeah.
It is indeed.
howdy, Showcase. Hope you're doing well, man.
So, from an extravagant brigade to the one that we've all been talking about this week, which is the Blue Bay. Which is as me and Watchers and Giggles and myself were saying the other day on the live stream, is the nearest iteration to the classic Tudor Submariner, really.
Yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely. Yep.
It's
Yep.
the nearest revival that they could do without doing the if they'd have only put the square indices on,
Right.
it would have been an exact revival, but
Yep.
but the leaving the round loom plots, they've kept it more to that Black Bay sort of category.
Yeah, if my
But
wrist was just a little smaller, I'd be jumping all over it.
Yeah, it's a lovely watch. You just look at it. I mean, it's great,
is.
isn't it?
For sure. And a very very nice shade of blue. It's not exactly, I think, like the regular blue dial or the blue Black Bay, and it's not the same blue as the Pelagos either. Slightly different.
Yep,
it's
you're right.
A more
Yep.
navy blue, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
This is the closest thing to a Smurf out there, isn't it? As far as
Yeah, I don't think they'll be
Yeah.
releasing a Smurf sub, will they? I don't think.
Yeah, James actually picked this watch up. He
did, yes.
He doesn't
I saw
physically have it yet, but he was able to get one.
I saw
Yeah,
his video
great
on his
review.
channel. Yeah, he saw his video on his channel that he did the review of it, and it was great. He looked like a great watch. Looked like
Yeah.
a lovely watch. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Definitely a winner.
Yeah, they're going to sell a ton of them, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I
It's
mean,
going to be
it's,
a line around the corner.
but it's got all the things that we like about the Black Bay. I mean, the rose on the crown, you know,
Right.
it's just, and also the fact that it comes on a strap as well. It comes on a leather strap as well, and you can put it on the blue NATO with the
Right.
the parachute.
Oh, that's a good shot there, Tom.
Material.
Next to the old snowflake.
Yep.
NATO.
is it a matte ceramic bezel?
No, it's aluminium bezel.
Yeah, I was
we
gonna
had
say.
we had this
Aluminum.
discussion, didn't we, on the live stream that basically Tudor is like old Rolex, old non-ceramic Rolex, and Rolex has taken over the ceramic sort of mantle, whereas Tudor is sort of taking over the old Rolex, the Rolex of old, the non-ceramic mantle.
Yeah, Williams watches. I agree with you, buddy. I wish it was green too. That would have been really cool. But with the Harrods edition out, they probably won't release anything green for a while.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, Watches and Giggles. I agree. Yeah, I think with the Harrods edition out, I think we'll be waiting a while.
Yeah.
Unless of course Rolex discontinues the Hulk.
Yeah. That's the word on the street, right, guys?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. So
that
then
is-
Tudor might
that
bring a
is.
green dial one out.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'd be all over that.
But then again, green isn't Tudor's color, is it? Green's
No.
Rolex's color, isn't it?
True.
It's a Rolex thing, that green thing, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
but I think it looks great on that leather strap as well.
It does.
really-
It even
it
looks
looks
good
really
on the NATO.
It looks lovely on the NATO. Yeah, like the Black Bay bronze did on the NATO. I think
Mhm.
that looked really nice on the NATO strap.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean they're good watches. I have nothing bad to say about the time I spent with my my Tudor GMT Pepsi. It was a great watch.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting mine. I should be getting mine soon. So
You'll like it a lot. It's a great watch.
that'll fit my chunky sized wrist.
You got
Yeah,
one
I mean,
lined
it-
up, have you? Watches and giggles. You got a Pepsi lined up, have you? Diet Pepsi.
I do, yeah. I got a Pepsi
Oh,
lined up.
lovely.
I got a deposit down for that and an Explorer.
Oh,
Mark II.
nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You'll love
Nice.
both. The Explorer is a great watch.
Now you have that watch, right, Blue Shirt?
I do.
Okay.
I
And
do. I have the
you-
Mark One with the
Okay.
with the small hands.
would you
You've
say
had-
it wears closer to a 40 mil watch than 39? Or
I don't know. I mean, I have
Okay.
7.5 inch wrists, and yes and no is the best answer I can give you. Does it wear bigger than other watches? 39s, yes,
okay.
but I mean, I can tell the difference between it and a 40 millimeter watch on my wrist.
I'm
But it-
I'm looking forward to getting that Explorer because I'm hoping that'll be my daily driver, kind of to wear to work every day, not
Yeah.
worry about it.
It's the
Nice.
perfect everyday watch
Yeah.
because it covers everything brilliantly. It's a sports watch. It can be a dress watch. It does double duty. It flies under the radar. Nobody's going to know it's a Rolex.
That's the point. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Well,
Yep.
It's as close to a perfect watch as I think that is out there. That's in my opinion.
Showcase
great.
watches. It is it's a free for all in here. So by all
Yeah, James, come on in, buddy.
Yeah, hop on, James.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to post the link again,
yeah.
Flippin'?
Um, Thomas, I don't know if you caught it. As mentioned earlier, you can have 10 people on a stream now.
Oh, is it now up to 10?
What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow. It's a free for all then, everyone.
Yeah.
Hop on. Click on that link.
Yeah, I know it was 6 was the max before, but now it's 10.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, James can replace me because I got to take off in a little bit here. Going, the wife and I got some running around to do, and then off to see my mom. Make sure she's all right.
Oh,
All right, cool.
Sunday dinner.
Yeah, family always comes first.
Sunday fun day, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
So no, I really like this watch. It's nice. It's a nice one. I like it better than the original 58, and that was
I
nice
do,
too.
Definitely, yeah.
Real quick before we move on, do you guys think they should have left the gilt dial and bezel or no? For this one?
No, I think they've done a lot better taking away the gilt.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I agree. I agree.
It mixes it up. It gives the clients, it gives the public, something to choose from, something different to choose, and it gives more options. And I think that's always a good thing.
Yep.
I'd
Definitely.
like to see a mock-up of it.
Well, the original 58 had the gilt, didn't it?
It did.
So
It did.
this is nice to have a mix-up to be able to choose, and I think they're definitely going for that Marine Nationale look.
Yeah.
I think they're blatantly going for the Marine Nationale look, and
The only thing.
I
Go ahead,
think
Thomas.
I think they've hit it. To be honest with you, they've got it.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say the only thing that I really liked from the original 58 was the red triangle on the bezel.
I was just gonna say that, Blue Shirt. Yeah, that's a really cool feature. That harkens back to Tudor's early years with that red triangle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but it's fine that they didn't put it on this blue version.
It separates it a little more from its
Exactly.
older brother.
it's got a real cool look about it. I mean, like, as in sort of it's a, sort of a calming look about it. I think the red triangle on the bezel would have messed it up. I think it's got that cool blue sort of,
I agree with you,
Sorry,
Thomas.
Bruce.
Yeah, no, I agree with you totally. It's good that they didn't put it on this version. It would have messed it up, I think.
I also think it was a good marketing strategy. So for the people that have the original 58, this one's going to be different, so they can feel good about adding it to their collection.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tudor knows what they're doing too.
Yep.
Yeah, Watch Habit's saying that the blue leather band looks awesome in person, so he's obviously seen it.
Yeah, I believe. Watch Habit, do you have this watch?
Hey there, guys. How you doing?
Hey,
Hi,
James.
you well?
Welcome.
James, welcome, buddy.
Good to see you.
How you all doing? You well?
We're good. We're good. How are you?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Awesome.
Get that on board.
So you really liked this watch when you saw it in person. I mean, you obviously liked it enough to purchase it straight away.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, my authorized dealer gave me the heads up. They were having it in on July 1st. Invited me in to take a look. They had two in the. Well, they actually had three. They had three on steel and one on the soft touch leather. They sold the two on steel in the morning, but the only one they had in the store was the demo, which is the one I looked at. So I looked at the demo, did the review, fell in love with it. I'll be honest, I didn't intend buying it. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. And long story short, basically said I wanted the watch. I wanted that particular watch for the simple reason is I've just started a bit of a gig with my local AD, and where they're letting me have access to all their watches, review as many as I like.
That's great, isn't it? What a brilliant gig you got there.
Yeah,
Obviously,
That's nice.
Absolutely wonderful. Congratulations.
Obviously, giving them a shout out in the video, so it's just nothing's paid for. It's just I give them the shout out in the vids to say, thanks for lending me the watches, etc., etc. So it gets them a bit of exposure and gets me access to Breguet, Patek Philippe, GG LeCoultre, Omega, obviously Tudor. It just opens up a lot more watches to me without me having to buy the watches. I can have access to a lot more without actually having to spend any money.
Excellent.
So yeah, when I saw the Tudor Black Bay, looked at the watch, felt the watch, I was completely sold on it. I really was. I wasn't sold on the previous 58. It was a bit too heavy on the vintage for me.
right.
So I wasn't too sold on it. But the blue is definitely it's the modern incarnation of the Tudor Submariner, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And
Watch Habit was just saying he got one yesterday. So congrats, pal.
Yeah,
Watch
yeah,
Habit.
congratulations.
Very nice.
Oh, well done. Congratulations, my friend.
Unfortunately, I see that we're still suffering from the same problem where people are getting them, putting them up at absolute crazy prices and driving prices up. And
I've seen one Chrono 24, £4,000. I've seen them.
Yeah,
Well,
so one $5,500. I think David SW had one.
I was just going to say that blue shirt. Yep.
So it's the same game, guys. It's the same game.
It's just a
It's
shame.
never going to change.
Yeah, it's just a shame.
And Tudor's supposed to be the watch that we're supposed to be able to buy.
Right.
Yeah, it's meant to be the accessible one, isn't it? It's meant to be the one you can get.
Well, I'll tell you, for what my Tudor, my Pepsi, I had to wait about 6 months for it to finally come in.
Yeah.
So, and that's right after it came out. So, well, we'll see how their production is ramped up. Let's see how many of these things they can crank out. So, but it's nothing like a waiting for a Rolex. So.
No. And would you believe now? You go into your AD and you can get the Pepsi. When I was there, they had two Pepsis on steel. They had one on the NATO and two on leather. So 5 Pepsis in total.
Wow.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
They got a lot.
Not that easy to get over here, James. They're a little harder to get.
Are they not? No.
Yeah.
Well, if there's anyone in the UK is looking for one, well, in fact, in my local town, there's 2 ADs that both sell Tudor, and they both have the Pepsis in the window, both on stick. There's steel, fabric, and leather, all available. So if anybody wants to know, just drop me a shout. Give me a shout, and I'll point you in the right direction.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very kind of you.
It means a trip to the UK. Obviously, the only person that might benefit from it's Thomas, but I don't.
I don't have the funds, unfortunately.
Where are you in the UK, Thomas? Are you north, south?
North, yeah, I'm in the north, yeah.
I'm in the North Yorkshire.
So, what else was I going to say? Anything else new that came out and you guys want to look at?
Just one more, which is a real oddball. The Beauvais Recital 26. It's going to blow your mind, this one.
Okay.
The latest recital from Beauvais. It's a further evolution into its award-winning design language. And
yeah, having seen these watches up close and personal at Watch Time the last 2 years, I mean, not this particular one, but Beauvais just in general, they are quite the work of art, these watches.
Very complicated watches, yeah.
Yeah. And the one Bill Sanders has is beautiful as well.
What is that a Jacob & Co.? What is that?
It's a Beauvais.
Oh, Beauvais, okay.
Beauvais.
Almost looks like a Jacob & Company.
Yeah, it does look wild, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what's the rundown on this one, Thomas?
Well, we're talking a price for bespoke configurations available on request of $383,000.
Oh, that's a mere drop in the bucket.
Yeah. So 39mm, 5-day power reserve, 1-minute tourbillon. Yeah, it's a work of art, but it's one of those watches you'd be scared to wear.
Yeah.
It's one for the watch cabinet to pull out and show your friends now and again.
Definitely a showpiece. Real quick, guys, I got to take off. Wife is giving me the evil eye.
Right.
We got some running around to do, but I appreciate you guys having me on. I'd love to join you again sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. You're always welcome.
Yeah,
thanks
nice
for joining us, Watches and Giggles. Good
Later,
to see
guys.
you.
Talk to you soon.
All right, take care.
Take care. See you soon.
It was great. It was great seeing Watching Giggles on the Clive show last night.
It was.
It certainly
Yeah,
was.
it was, yeah.
Yeah, you guys did a great job.
I'm trying to get Watches and Giggles lined up for the Archie gig, so I can let go of my altar boy status and move up.
You're desperate to become a cardinal.
Well, no, just desperate not to be tending the petting zoo. But no, I to be fair, I really enjoy the Archie channel. I enjoy the banter.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and I think Archie's brought most of us into the hobby. I don't know about you guys, but he certainly,
absolutely.
He certainly brought me into it in a big way.
Even my wife knows who he is and knows that he's the original.
He's awesome. I bought a Tag Heuer Aqua Racer maybe 10, 11 years ago, and then when I started Google searching watches and started to get into it a bit more, I started looking at Amiga and other brands, Archie popped up, and I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked, and Archie sort of opened up a world of watches to me. Mm-hmm. Which is why it's why I'll pull his leg and have a laugh and have a bit of a banter. But I'll never speak ill of the guy because he brought me into the hobby. He's cool. He's
a nice guy. When you chat with him privately, he's a real sweetheart. It's just hard when you're on to get a word in edgewise, especially if the other Cardinals are on. So
that's my trouble, you see, because I like to talk the watches.
right.
I do like to talk
I don't
the
want to
watches.
step on anybody's toes either.
No, it's difficult to if you're one-on-one with Archie, that's great. But I don't, I've been one-on-one with Archie quite a few times, and I sort of want to leave a bit of space to, whether Mark or Clivers or anyone else wants to get in there for some one-on-one time.
Right.
Talk watches. I think if you get that type of show, I think you can have a really good. You can bounce off each other.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You can tell there's a huge difference when you get, 2 guys and 4 guys is a different show entirely.
Yep. Exactly. But
just one thing, you guys been watched, guys. What's your opinion on the Rolex, the Batgirl? Because I'm interested to get people's reactions to this watch, because some people are all for it, some people are dead against it.
I like it. Watches and Giggles has one. It's beautiful. I kind of like it better than the Batman.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a Jubilee bracelet fan.
I'm on the Jubilee today. I love the Jubilees.
Yeah.
So
I'm a bit the same, to be honest with you, James. I like it a bit more than the Batman. A, because it's got the tapered lugs and it's more slimline.
Right.
And B, because it's got the Jubilee, and the Jubilee's so comfortable. More because it's got those tapered lugs, and it's more of a better fitting watch, I think. And I think the Jubilee is just made for it. And from what I've tried of the Jubilee, I have actually tried one, and it fits gorgeously. It's really, really, really is a nice fit.
It's a beautiful watch.
Are you thinking of selling yours?
Well, I've got the Batman and the Batgirl, so I have both. And the problem I've got is, and I've shared it on the channel, is I'm really, really, really lusting after the Ed White. Really lusting after the Ed White.
I saw this. Yeah, I think if you've lost the love, I think you need to sell that sub and put the money towards the Ed White.
Yeah.
We see. I've been looking at letting go of the Pepsi.
If you don't mind,
but then I've been wearing this for the last 2 days.
You sold the Pepsi. You bought the Pepsi. Sold the Pepsi. Bought Pepsi. So you obviously like the Pepsi.
I love the Pepsi.
You've obviously got the love for the Pepsi.
Right.
I love GMTs.
I think you sell the sub because you've lost the love for the sub. You've said yourself you think it's a common watch. Every Joe's got a watch. Every Joe's got a sub, and it's the common Rolex, and you've fallen out of favor. It's fallen out of favor. You've fallen out of favor with it. So I think you sell the sub and you put that towards what you really, really love. You love Omega.
I think you're right.
You love the 321. You love the Ed White. You're waiting for it in anticipation. I can tell just by the streams you've done, and you're waiting for it. I think it makes sense. It's put 2 and 2 together. It makes sense that you get rid of the sub and you put it towards the Ed White.
The other problem is that I know that Omega are launching the Snoopy, and I think that's going to be October 5th. We're going to hear more about that. And my worry is that I'm going to fall in love with both.
That's a 3-2-1 movement as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it leaves me.
I don't think it will.
Well, then it leaves me in a position where I'll have the Ed White, which I'll love, and I won't want to sell. But then if they bring a Snoopy out as well, I'll want that one. So then,
I don't think the Snoopy will have a 3-2-1 movement. To be honest with you, I think that's going to be exclusive for the Ed White to start off with.
Do you think they'll put the 3-8-2-1 movement in, which is up to now is the latest movement? That's the one that they're talking about doing away with the 1861. They're talking about doing away with that one and putting the 3-8-6-1 into it.
Right. That could be a possibility. Yes.
Yeah. But you know what, James? You're always going to come into that situation where, you're lusting after something, and then there's something on the horizon and then you're going back and forth. There's always going to be another watch that you're going to fall in love with.
Yeah.
If you really love the Ed White, then that's what you should get. And if you were out of Thomas is 100% correct. If you have fallen out of love with the sub, then it's time to move it along.
I think what you're saying is bang on, because I remember when I bought my Submariner, I wasn't passionate about buying the Submariner. I wasn't like hunting it down. I wasn't passionate about it. The Submariner just came at the right time, and I was in a position to buy it. It came at the right time. It was the right price, so I bought it. It was like a sensible decision. Whereas,
Well, plus you've had it now for a while, and you've had a chance to enjoy it and wear it.
Yeah. And the fact that I've just bought the Tudor sort of is making me think, well, do I need the sub? You know, a lot of people have criticised Tudor in the past and said that Tudor is a poor man's Rolex. I disagree entirely. I would say that people are choosing the Tudor over the Rolex because Tudor's strong enough to stand on its own 2 feet, and the Tudor Black Bay line is arguably the Tudor Black Bay is arguably a better watch than the modern Submariner. You know, the movement for a start, the movement is on paper better than the Submariner.
Absolutely, and the added bonus is that you can actually buy a Tudor.
Well, the main thing for me is that a dive watch is all about being a tool watch. It's all about being a tool. And
Correct.
You buy a Submariner. Even if you buy one at retail, that's not tool watch money. You know, you're talking serious investment.
Correct.
Whereas a Tudor Black, let's take the Tudor Black Bay 58 in blue, £2,700. It's not a cheap watch. It's not a small amount of money, but it's an amount of money that you can wear it and use it and enjoy it. Whereas
but you could buy a Diet Pepsi and a Blue Bay for the price of a sub.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and that's
absolutely.
that's a Submariner at retail. Realistically, you're going to be paying 30% over retail to get one. So then you can argue that you can get a Tudor Black Bay GMT, a Tudor Black Bay 58 in blue, and a Omega Speedmaster Professional for the price of one Submariner.
Quite possibly. Yep.
So you've got a full watch collection with all your bases covered for the price of one watch. Which is why I don't think the Submariner is particularly the best watch to buy right now.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that about all Rolex, so couldn't you? I mean,
You could.
Rolex isn't good to buy right now. You could say, because it's just unobtainable. It's just
it's a good watch.
The waiting to. But then you could say that about a lot of watches. You could say that about Audemars Piguet. You could say that about FP Journe. You could say that about, a lot of watches. The waiting lists determine what are the good watches to get. But I mean,
so what first world problems do you guys have? There must be watches that you must be in a similar position.
Of course.
What watches are you guys lusting after?
Go ahead, Thomas.
You first, Blue Shirt. You first.
I was going to say the watch that I would love is the Vacheron Constantin Historique 1942 triple calendar. I absolutely love that watch.
Are you able to bring that one up?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. We've talked about this before on here, but it's a watch that I just absolutely love. It's way beyond my means at the moment now, but I just love it.
That's why I'm looking forward to this new gig with this AD, because they've got access to these type of things. I don't. I've no access or any experience with anything sort of over 10K, so I don't get it yet. I don't get the Patek Philippe thing. It's just not there for me yet. But when I get handling these things, I'll get it, hopefully.
I mean, I one of the ADs I go to, they have Patek Philippe, and they're nice, and they're classic dress watches, but I'm also a little with you, James. That they don't sing to me. I'd rather a much more VC or a Longa if I'm in that that kind of ballpark. Those watches.
JLC, I think is. You see, JLC I like because
Yep.
they're at that price point that you can. They're expensive, but they're not like for the super rich. They're you've got to be okay. You've got to be comfortable to buy one, but they're not. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, well, that's the 48. This is the 42, 1942.
And I must say, one of my first world problems is the one below the 1921
Right,
driver's watch. That's on.
There you go. That's it. Flipping.
Yeah, for Vacheron, the 1921 driver's watch. If you're near a Vacheron dealer and you've got the chance to get your hands on that, James, try and have a look at that because
the driver's watch,
gorgeous watch. It's £30,000, but the Breguet numerals, the angle that it's on, it's just such a beautiful watch to see.
I
really
saw Bill Sanders has this, and I've seen his up close. It's absolutely stunning.
Really is an amazing watch.
But it's expensive.
Hands, £30,000 in the UK. That.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, another one you mentioned that you got access to Breguet. I mean, Breguet Classiques. I'm in love with them. I mean,
I tried on I tried on the Breguet Type. Oh, is it Type 21?
Right.
Breguet Type 21 the other day, and that was a chunky. It was quite a chunky watch, but beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful,
gorgeous.
And this is why I'm really excited about this new gig, for the simple fact that it's opening the world to me. I think I've never set myself as a Grail watch. I've never set a Grail as a target. I've always sort of gone achievable. I've always gone to achievable watches. I've never set myself like a Grail. And I think what's going to happen is when I start doing all this with the different brands, I think it's going to end up. It'll teach me a lot because obviously I've got to research all this stuff to understand what I'm talking about, and then I think it'll give me a Grail. It'll give me a Grail watch that's probably going to be £20,000-30,000, but it's something to one day aim for.
Could be dangerous, James. Could be dangerous.
I know. And my wife said this.
Yeah.
Thankfully, my credit card's only got a £10,000 limit, so I'm pretty safe. I don't think I will.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if we're talking accessible watches, I mean, I've got a cluster of them that I'm after. I mean, I'm after there's the Railmaster 57, the Omega Railmaster 57. I think that's an amazing watch. I know where there's one. I know where there's one of those. Is that one for sale with Goldsmiths on the pre-owned? You mean the 57 trilogy? Yes. The Omega Railmaster 57. I saw one and it wasn't badly priced. I can't think where it was. I'll try searching. I think that's a beautiful watch.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. Sure.
I don't know if you do it, Thomas, but I mean, just so that you know, so that the other guys in the stream know, Goldsmiths, they load up every Thursday. They load up their pre-owned range.
Right.
And it's between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. every Thursday. They will upload all the pre-owned stuff that they've taken in. They send it all for servicing, so it all comes back like brand new. And I bought quite a few watches off them guys because a lot of it they underprice a lot of stuff. I'm just going to see if that's where I saw this. I know I have seen one because I've owned the 57 Seamaster, and that was a beautiful watch. It really was a beautiful watch.
Goldsmiths watches London, would that be them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it was Goldsmiths watches Switzerland, London, yeah, it can be any of those.
Okay. It's probably the Watches of Switzerland one because they're part of the Watches of Switzerland group.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you get access to all the same.
Okay.
But there is zero negotiation on any of the prices. What it's online for is pretty much what it is. but some of their stuff, especially their vintage Rolex, it's where I bought my first Pepsi from. Because I got the Rolex GMT Master Pepsi 16750, and I paid £8,000 for that watch. And then that was the one that I ended up flipping it to a grey market seller.
I mean, another mid-tier watch that I'm in lust with is the which 73 Math bought recently was the Zenith A384 Revival, which I think is gorgeous, absolutely stunning. I'm totally in lust with that.
I think Zenith is a beautiful brand.
But yeah, there it is.
There
in
it
the
is.
middle, in the middle.
Yeah.
There it is. I knew they had. Oh no, sorry. If you go up to the top bar and go on to where it says pre-owned.
Pre-owned, just there we go.
Yep, right on the top bar. If you go to the pre-owned, I've just got it on my page now. Yeah, click on that and then go down to.
Just scroll down a bit, Zippo. You're on the page now. Just scroll down.
Go by the brand or.
No, so if you just go and then click there where it's got the GMT Tudor, just go up and go into men's watches. Just go if you go back up there you go. Where the click on where
men's
the Tudor GMT is.
There, yeah.
Yeah, click on there, and you want to be on page 6. I don't think this one's cheap, to be honest. Looking at the price, I don't think it's cheap. But I knew I'd seen one somewhere. I knew it was on one of my usual sites, one of my usual searches. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what these go for. It's 5195 cheap for that watch. I don't know.
No, I think it retails for about 5.4.
Yeah. So they've only got this on a little bit under retail then.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it'll be a tough watch to get hold of, is it?
Yeah, be coming to the end of availability now, I would have thought, because I can't remember what year the 57 trilogy was. It was 2018, was it? 2017?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
2018?
17 and 18, I think. Because,
I think 17, 18 it was, yeah.
Hey, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Hey, there.
That's fine.
Yeah, so if you keep going, it's on page 6. It should. I think it's on. Is it on this page? There it is.
What are we looking at? The Railmaster?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I know you love that watch, Thomas.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's a perfect. What's the word I'm looking for? Perfect. Alternative to the Explorer, to be honest with you.
It is.
I think I would rather have one of those than the Explorer.
Okay.
That'd be what I'd go for instead of an Explorer. Not an Explorer 2, because again, that's another mid-tier watch I'm looking at, the Explorer 2 Polar.
Yep.
But I'm waiting till next year to see what they do. To see if anything happens. If anything happens anniversary-wise, if they do a green GMT hand on it, or
right,
I'm snapping one up. I'm going for one of those.
I'm actually wearing mine right now.
Yeah.
Are you looking? Are you looking 40 mil, or are you looking for the old 40 mil or the 42 mil, the modern size?
The modern one. Yeah.
They've just started going crazy on price, because I remember it was only a year ago. The prices on those weren't too bad, and they just seem to. I passed a shop yesterday where there's a pre-owned one for £7,995.
Wow!
Really?
$8 grand. Oh, they've gone up.
8,000. Really? Wow!
They've gone up.
That's a lot.
Let me. Who's it called?
Wow, that's a lot.
So that's about $9,500 US dollars.
Just saying to Wisconsin Watch, yeah, I'd buy the 42mm one. I'd go for the 42mm.
Yep. Yeah, it's like it fits perfectly on my wrist.
I did wonder when Rolex did that. I've just in my search then, because I have a select few websites that I search for watches, and I've just come across on one of my regular one. I've just come across the Black Bay 58, the blue one, £4,250.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a game now, isn't it?
Yeah,
People are
exactly.
playing it.
They're gonna prey on the person that has to have it right now, be the first
Yeah.
one on your block to have it,
Yeah.
and so don't ever get suckered into playing that game.
I mean, if you see on there, the recommended retail is 5,480 on this one, and they're doing it for 5,195 used.
Yeah, they're not really doing you any favors on that.
No.
What was said. I mean,
But it's a beautiful watch, and I love that arrow
the
hour hand.
The broad hour
Yep.
hand, yeah, it's gorgeous.
You see, I really like ID guys. The Seamaster, the 39mm Seamaster.
Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful watch.
It is. It is a beautiful one.
That's a trilogy edition as well, yeah.
I've not seen the Speedmaster up close. I think the Speedmaster's. I think that's the 38mm as well. I believe.
Oh, it looks great. The Speedmaster 57 really does look great. Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the Explorer 2, the 42mm Explorer 2, that seems to be its money. You know, $7,500 seems to be its. I noticed on one of the Rolex forums that somebody had put one up at about 6, was it 6.7, 6.8, and Alan from the Watch Stock, who I know, he snapped it up, and he came to my house a few weeks ago, and he was wearing it at the time, and he just said, you know, he's going to wear it and enjoy it, and he might put it up, but he said there was easy £500 to £1,000 profit in that watch, so hence why he just snapped it up.
Nice. Oh, Wisconsin Watch Guys saying David SW has this same Railmaster for $4,500 US.
Yeah.
Right now. That's not a bad price.
It's a very good price. It's a very good price. I mean, I don't want to hear all these things from the how good a deal you're getting across the pond, because it just makes me sick, you know.
Yeah,
just makes me jealous.
And we've talked about this a bunch of times. We feel so. It's terrible how you guys in the UK get screwed. You really do. Coming and going.
When I've told Archie about, I'm looking here that I'm just on David SW's website now, and they've got he's got an Explorer 2 in for $9,300.
Wow.
So what's that? So $9,300. What's that in UK? So that's what? That's to be fair. That's what £8,400, £8,300.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
So that's a lot of money.
That's over retail.
But over here, we get screwed on prices. When I'm talking to Archie and I'm quoting prices to him, and I'm quoting UK prices, I don't think he believes me. What we get screwed for over here.
Yep.
We're paying nearly 20% VAT though, aren't we? I mean,
yeah. What's the average salary over the pond? Just out of curiosity, what's the average salary over in the US? If you had to put an average across the board.
Oh, you take the whole country as a whole? It's probably like around, I don't know, between 40 and 50,000 a year, maybe.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. There's 350 million people here. There's a lot of people here.
So 40 to 50,000 US dollars.
I mean, you couldn't live on that where I live, but in
40 to 50,000
the
US.
flyover states, that goes a lot further.
Well, what's that about 35? 30, so you're saying between 30 and 40,000 pounds is your average salary. Whereas I'd say over here in the UK, I don't know what you think, Thomas. I'd say over here in the UK, your average is around about 20,000.
Yeah, about 20,000. I'd say the average salary here, 25. So
if you think we're earning less money, and we're getting screwed on prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, Geezer's saying here that there are some watches, though, they're actually cheaper in the UK. He said he saw several jumbo Royal Oaks selling for under £30,000 in the UK over the last few weeks, which is quite a bit cheaper than the US average. And he's right. That is a bit cheaper than they are here in the US.
I wonder if Amiga sells more. I wonder if if the Amiga market is more popular over here in the UK then.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we do better than you guys on Tudor.
Gotcha. Wisconsin Watch guy saying it's 59,000. Okay, cool, and it's 370 million people now. Okay, I was close.
$59,000 average salary.
It's the average salary. Yeah.
Jesus, that's amazing.
You're eyeing up your day just, aren't you, Zippo?
Yeah, trying to find one without the. Since I'm just here surfing around.
Yeah, you might as well, man. That's such an awesome watch. Yeah, I'm hoping eventually maybe to add a bluesy because I just love the. I'm not a big Submariner fan, but I do love the bluesy. It's just.
That is your watch.
Yeah, it's one day.
I'll tell you what I did see in the window the other day. I've seen David SW's got a Seamaster 57 trilogy. And I was walking past the AD window the other day, and they had an Air King in the window.
Okay, nice.
So I know that's one of the less popular steel sports, but at least it shows that it shows that they are out there. There is a chance of something cropping up.
Do you guys think those are the next to be on the chopping block?
If they're going to get rid of anything, it probably would be the Air King, I would think.
Yeah, there's talk of either the Air King or the Milgauss going, wasn't there? So it's one or the other.
Right.
I have a feeling the Air King will go before the Milgauss because I think the Air King shares a little bit. It shares a little bit too much with the Explorer. I think.
There's my bluesy. Thank you, Flippin'.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. I so dearly love that watch.
But you see, I get that. I get why somebody would like that. I think the standard black has just become a bit. It's just become a little bit hyped, too hyped. I think. Whereas the bluesy, I mean, I know it's a hyped watch, but it's a little bit of a sleeper. Do you know what I mean? It's not It's not hyped to the level that the black is.
Yes, and it's definitely. This pops on your wrist. I mean, you're not gonna hide the fact that you have this on your wrist because it announces itself when people see it. And also, not everybody loves two-tone. Definitely, it's not a younger man's. I mean, there are a lot of young guys that wear two-tone watches, but normally it's for someone closer to my age that can appreciate a two-tone watch more. It just has everything in balance. I love blue. It's got blue that pops. It's got stainless steel and it's got just the right amount of gold on it. It's the perfect balance for me.
Would you go ceramic or a non-ceramic blue shirt?
I like both. I really do. I like the pre-ceramics and I like the ceramics as well. So it really would have to be down to which one catches my fancy.
I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I mean, I've found that I've been into watches now. I'm coming into my 11th year of being into watches, and I found that I started off and I wanted big. I wanted big pieces. I was into like the Planet Ocean chronographs and stuff. I wanted the big stuff. Then I've progressed, and my taste now has definitely gone into the smaller. So 41.
If you think about it, James, 10 years ago, that was what it was about. That was the fashion 10 years ago. I mean,
right.
10 years ago, I bought my Panerai. And, that was the thing. It was big watches. They were the thing back then. I mean...
But then you see, evolution's taken me down a route where I'm liking smaller watches, and I'm actually leaning more towards pre-ceramic than
me too.
Ceramic. I mean, if someone said to me now, I can let go of my Submariner and get a beautiful. I'd have to put some money to it, obviously, but get a real nice 551, a Submariner 5513. It'd be a no-brainer for me.
Yeah,
absolutely no-brainer.
In hindsight, now I would much rather go vintage than, like you say. I mean, I think. When you look at it now in reflection over the years, I mean, there's certain watches which you'd rather go vintage. I mean, I'd rather go for a root beer now, a vintage root beer, a 16753. I mean,
Yes, that's
I'm
gorgeous.
That's another watch I'm pining for. I'm lusting after one of those. With
Yeah,
the tiger's eye dial, the nipple
Mhm.
dial. Gorgeous
Right
watch.
back.
Beautiful watch.
It's just you see, these are watches that I remember 10 years ago seeing, and I remember when you were walking into the Rolex AD and the Submariner, the GMTs, they were just sat there on the shelf. You could buy one anytime you liked. There was no hype around it. And at the time, I remember thinking, it's a little bit boring. Rolex is a little bit old manish. It's not the brand I want. The Amiga just seemed to be so much cooler. It was so much more ahead of the game. It was more of a young man's watch. And then as I got older, I mean, so I got into watches when I was 25. I'm now 35. I'm edging definitely towards definitely the pre-ceramics.
Yeah.
I love the pre-ceramics.
I think I can safely say that your tastes evolve as you get older, and it changes.
Absolutely. And they change. You change as a person. I mean, you mature as a person. Your tastes evolve, as you say. And I agree. I mean, I used to think that certain watches were really tacky. I thought
Yep.
that.
Agreed,
I thought
Thomas.
two-tone like the root beer. I would never look at something like that. I'd just think it's got gold on it. It's tacky. It's got a brown dial. It's tacky.
Yeah.
It's horrible. And you go with the fashions. Like you bought a lot of Omegas and things like the Bond influence had the Bond franchise had a great influence on that. And I'm sure at the time you were buying a lot of Omega and a lot of the Bond franchise was having a lot of big influence on that.
Yeah.
And the Brosnan Seamaster was big at that time, and stuff like that. So
you see, interestingly, they're still good buys. You get some of the Bronson Seamasters, you can still pick those up. It's like the Golden, I forget the reference number, but it's the Quartz Seamaster. That's some good buying those watches.
Yeah, the Prince William watch. Yeah, I mean, he wears the Quartz one, doesn't he? And
Yep.
That's the one, like the Brosnan Goldeneye one, like you say, is it still holds its value because it's one of the first ones that came out.
Right.
But
those are good buys.
It amazes me because they haven't had any mass hype inflation. Do you know what I mean? They've not gone into the thousands. You're still picking them up. You're still picking a nice example up for $2,000.
Yeah,
correct.
Absolutely, you get a really good deal on them. Yeah, really good deal. I've got a friend who's started off with those Brosnan Seamaster, and he loves it, and he's sold them and bought them and sold them and bought them, and he still loves that genre of watch. He that's what he really likes. Omega 300 Seamaster Professional.
Wisconsin watch guy, if you can figure out how to do that, you please let me know. He says I'm trying to immature as a person.
I quite love my little Speedmaster.
You got the Mitsukushi dial, have you, Zippo?
Pardon me?
Is it the Mitsukushi dial you've got?
I'm not sure, but it's Japanese, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I think it's the Mitsukushi blue dial.
Yeah.
I think that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just love this watch, man. I love the sunburst of the ceramic, and then I also love the matte dial of the pre-ceramic. It's one day it'll be mine.
So apart from the Speedy showcase, are you into any other chronographs?
Yeah, I really like the Zenith El Primero.
Nice.
I think the Zenith's a beautiful watch.
It is.
And I also like the I also really like the Tudor, the Tudor chronograph with the Brightly movement in. I think that's a nice watch.
Is that the steel and gold?
No. Well, I like the two-tone. I mean the steel.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's a nice watch. But chronograph GMTs tend to be. Again, this is going back to what we were saying about how tastes change. You go back 10 years ago, I never thought about having a GMT. The first GMT I ever had was the Amiga Seamaster chronograph that had the GMT function built in as well. You know, that big 44mm beast.
Mhm.
Was that Planet Ocean?
No, it was one of the just the standard Seamaster line.
Right.
It was basically a Seamaster diver's watch with a chronograph, and it had a GMT function. It had everything. I had one of those. That was my first GMT watch, but everything I had to own had to be it had to be a diver's watch. Whereas now I'm leaning more towards a travel watch. You know, I'm leaning more towards GMT stuff.
Right.
Hey,
right.
you shot in the dark.
Hi,
Welcome, my
shot in the
friend.
dark. How you doing, friend?
Welcome,
How
sir.
are you doing?
Good to have you. Cool.
You there, shot?
It would help if I turned the microphone on. I had it turned off so you wouldn't hear all the racket me shuffling stuff around.
How you doing
No,
this Sunday? You having a relaxing day?
Doing all right. Had a good 4th of July with the family, and
That's nice.
everything's good. Been getting some thunderstorms, but that's normal.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Well, good being here, guys.
It's good to finally put a voice to the name, because I've seen you crop up in all the chats a lot, so it's good to put a voice to the name.
Well, I just mill around.
So,
But,
what are your favourite types of watches are shot in the dark? Have you got a favourite sort of watch? GMT, chronograph, diver,
Well,
dress watch?
in my growing up, my family had a business, and I remember seeing the gentlemen come in, and they were wearing Rolex and Omegas, a lot of Datejust, and of course the occasional two-tone would just kind of walk through.
Mhm.
And I agree with Blue Shirt. That bluesy is a lovely watch.
Yeah, it's a stunner.
But no, I'm really not into chronographs. That's some people are, some people aren't, and that's just not my. Yeah. But you know, I like the Aquaterras.
Nice, yeah.
I'm a three-hander kind of a guy.
Yeah, nice. So you like your Datejusts and your Aquaterras and...
The classic Submariners. I like the curves of the classic Submariners.
Mhm.
Right, yeah.
Just I'm not too terribly picky.
I think there's someone on the stream who might have one for sale if you want one. The Submariners. Is that right, Showcase?
Yeah. Got the ceramic, the 116610LN. Seriously thinking about it.
But I know
Well, have you got any nice watches in your collection, Shot?
not yet. No.
You're still on the hunt down.
Yeah, I'm still hunting.
That's the best part of the game.
It's the most fun. Is the
that's
hunt.
the best. Yeah, I argue with a lot of people that the hunt, the stage now where I am thinking about flipping a watch to buy a watch and all that. This is the fun bit. You know, the ownership is the cherry on the cake.
Right. Exactly. I couldn't agree with you more. Is there anything in particular other than the bluesy that tickles your fancy, Shot?
I saw the Polar Explorer.
Very nice.
And I actually got to put it on.
It's a fantastic watch. I'm wearing mine right now.
And I tell you, if you ever get a chance to put one of those on your wrist, even though it's a 42, and I'm kind of a guy that likes the 38-40 range, that will make your tongue hang out.
Yeah.
It's easy to fall in love with, for sure.
I mean, I think they had to wipe the drool off of it when they got it back.
Hi there, Weekday Hustle. You're right.
Hey, Weekday Hustle. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by.
out of your
Sorry, Short, you were just telling us.
And the price wasn't terrible. I think it was about 8.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it's the most legible watch I've ever had, which is great for my old eyes. I just love it, and it's so different. It's a Rolex that's, there's no other watch like it, and that's what I love about it.
How old are you, Blue Shirt? You sound you don't sound an older guy. You sound a younger guy.
56.
Oh wow. You sound a good 30 years younger. So
He's
you
young
No.
at heart.
Thank
He's
you.
young at
Yeah,
heart,
I'm I'm younger than Mark Goldberg and a little 4 years older than Clyde.
Yeah.
So I'm right in the middle.
Also,
and 10 years older than me.
So Mark is older than Clyde.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mark is
wow.
in his 60s. Yep.
Wow.
Really?
I miscalled that one. I don't think I'll tell Clive that one. Tell Clive that one. I miscalled that completely. I thought Clive was older, and I thought Mark was younger.
No. And
He's got youthful looks, hasn't he, Mark?
yeah. And Archie's the baby.
Smokey, how you doing, man?
He's only 47.
That puts me as the real baby at 35.
Archie's 47.
Yeah, Archie's 47. Yep. Gonna be 48.
So, but yeah, you guys have been showing off these quite lovely watches, and I keep waiting for the bank account to come around. Like, okay,
You'll get there. Stay the course.
oh yeah,
Stay the course.
I think that's I think that's the thing, because clearly a shot. You've got your eyes on the Explorer 2 Polar, and
yeah.
If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and so, something will happen to bring that watch your way. If it's meant to be.
The only thing I don't like about the modern sub is the super case. It's too square for me.
Yeah.
It's too square. It really, on my wrist, it wears like a square. So there's no curve. There's no, Blue Shirt. You remember the old Corvettes from like the 70s, the ones that really had the really nice curves to it.
I do.
That's what
those are my favorite ones.
Yeah, it's that sex appeal factor.
Yep.
That I like to say that just makes it just pop.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like the older ones better than I do the super case.
Right.
So if they would thin that down just a little bit, they wouldn't have to thin it down much, but just give it a little curve.
Mm-hmm.
And even though they sell it really good now, I think it would be a better seller.
That's interesting then, because I've never really thought about that before. So when Rolex did the super case, they were also knocking out the 42mm Explorer 2. So Rolex obviously made a conscious decision to go down the super case route with the GMT and the Submariner, but they went down a very purposeful route of keeping the Explorer 2 curved, but with a bigger diameter case. So, yeah, I'd never thought about that before. I've never thought about that. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, happy belated birthday, Weekday Hustle. He turned 38 a couple weeks
many happy
ago.
returns,
a
my
week
friend.
ago.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of birthday people here.
We have.
Oh,
haven't we?
and happy 4th of July for you, you guys, for yesterday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you all have a?
Yeah,
you
a
all,
lot.
We
We
couldn't have done it.
over now.
We couldn't have done it without you, you Brits. So thank you.
They ought to be happy they got rid of us.
You ought to be happy you got rid of us.
Yeah, I'm glad now we can joke around about it like that.
Exactly.
I hadn't actually thought.
The best way.
I was talking to a few. Well, I was on a. Oh no, was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? I can't remember if I was on a live stream yesterday. But yeah, I've never really thought about it like that before. But yeah, you guys. Yeah, I never really thought about it like that. We look back historically.
Yeah, we don't want to rub it in, but we did kick your guys' ass twice.
We let you. We let you.
We let you. Absolutely. Yeah.
We won once.
But no, the US, the US is somewhere I'm desperate to come back to. I haven't been to the US since the mid '90s. I want to come back. I love the US.
Well, if you wanna, if you do, you got to come to New York.
Oh well, New York. I stayed. I've been to New York, and we actually did the helicopter flight around New York, and
Yep.
it was awesome. Awesome. I love New York, but we did New York. When was it? I've been to America twice. One was to Florida, and the second time was to New York. And I love New York. I absolutely love New York. It's
If you can come here in October when the Watch Time event is, you'd really love that.
okay.
That's a great event. We'll see if they have it this year, but it's limited in size. There's 25 different brands there. It's really nice.
It's
cocktails, hors d'oeuvres.
I'd love to go to New York. It'd be lovely.
New York.
Yeah, we gotta all get together one time somewhere.
Another place you might like would be New Orleans.
Yes, that's a great town.
Wow.
New Orleans is a great town. Turkey Vulture, good to see you, pal.
Yeah, hi
Welcome.
Turkey. Good to see you again.
We've missed you, man. I know you've been busy up there, but it's always good to see you, Turkey.
Just saying that, a shot in the dark about New Orleans. That would satisfy two things for me. If I was to own a 1973 5513 and come to New Orleans, that would be the Holy Grail for me, because I'm a massive Bond
Mardi
fan.
Gras.
Well, I'm a massive Bond fan, and obviously 1973 was Live and Let Die, and a large portion of it was filmed there. So that would be cool. And he was wearing a 5513 in the movie.
Okay. Well,
New
Orleans,
then, isn't it? Yeah.
New Orleans is best known for their food.
Yes, amazing
Jambalaya.
food.
Yeah.
I will warn you, do not, under any circumstances, go to New Orleans in July and August. That is the hottest part of the year.
Right, yeah.
You will melt.
Yeah.
Because it's right on the Gulf of Mexico. And it's a hot breeze.
I could go in the middle of winter and I'd be fine to go swimming outside.
And everybody else freezing to death.
Exactly.
How does watch prices affect? Do watch prices affect across the states in the US, or is it all pretty much from state to state the same?
It depends. It really depends on the dealer.
Yeah.
The things are pretty much the same, but they do vary.
I think.
Sorry.
I think in the southern parts of the states, like Clive, you get into places like Mississippi and Alabama and different places like that, Tennessee. You're going to find the prices maybe just a little bit less, just because of the income difference.
Right. Interesting.
The income for that area runs around $30,000 to $40,000 a year, and so when you look at it from that perspective, and in other parts of the country, it's between 50 and 60. So you're looking at a $10,000 to $20,000 difference, and so they're going to be able to sell it. They're going to have to lower it some, even if it is just a few $100s. So.
I've always wondered, like real estate. You know, if they got a fancy showroom and all that, are they jacking up the prices a little bit? If they have a, you know, place in an older building, do they have a little more sway with their prices? Or if it's
I mean, it depends. I mean, if you go into one of the boutiques on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan,
yeah,
they're not going to cut you any slack there
Mm.
because they have no reason to.
Not at all, do they?
Yeah, if you go to a local mom and pop jewelry store that happens to be an AD, they're going to cut you. You know, you're going to get a better deal there,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
It's like here. All the Rolex dealers are in major jewelry stores. So, and the only thing they carry, believe it or not, within any reasonable distance of my house is Rolex and Tag Heuer. Which makes me scratch my head.
Yeah, that's definitely a weird combination, but hey.
Williams watches, please do.
Yeah, William, that would be awesome. Thank you, my friend. You actually beat me to it. I was gonna put
Yeah, good
post
idea,
the
William.
reminder in the Discord today, and you did it for me. So, thank you. We appreciate that.
This could be some interesting news from Weekday Hustle that's just come through. He just put Shirkus watches. I'm really upset with Amiga. I was about to buy the regular Speedy Pro, but they have just
Right.
raised the price by $600.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
I'm just logging onto the Amiga website now to see if the prices have changed. Because I
actually had that pulled up. No, that's the wrong article. Excuse me.
Well, I was told.
It is $53.50 here in the United States for the Moonwatch. $53.50.
They have put it up there. I was told by good authority that the Moonwatch, the current Moonwatch, was going to discontinue with the 1861 movement in it, and there was going to be some updates made to it, and obviously that would reflect in a price change. And I just wonder, have they done it on the quiet? Has the alterations been done?
I would think that they. I would think that they would announce something like that.
That's a massive increase, though. I'm trying to get onto the website.
Yeah, no, I'm on the Omega website, and it's still the 1861, so it hasn't changed.
So I'm just going to see.
Maybe they just raised the price.
Well, over here, the Speedmaster was exactly £4,000. The last I saw one. But I have been sort of pushing people a little bit and saying to them, you know, if you're going to buy a Speedmaster, now's the time to do it. So I wonder if it's already happened.
Mm. Hey, Longshoreman, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by.
Longshoreman, well.
Yes, and Junior Johnson, you're right. The Discord has been a brilliant idea, and we have to thank William for that. It's been a lot of fun.
I'm wondering if the chat isn't allowing you to post a link, because I don't see anything yet, unless you're still.
I may not. Yes, unless you're a moderator, or maybe you can do it, Zippar.
I don't know what it is.
What are you looking for? A link for the Moonwatch?
For the Discord, I'll see if I can.
Oh, for the Discord.
Just bear with me.
Okay.
Yes, I've just checked. It's still the prices still remain the same here in the UK. £4,000 for the standard Speedmaster Professional here in the UK. So the price has stayed the same.
Well, maybe it's just Australia where Weekday Hustle is. He's in Brisbane.
Of course he is. Yeah, of course he is. Sorry, I was thinking he was US.
Yeah, no, he's Brisbane. Same as Archie.
$9,000 for the Sapphire Sandwich. I assume that's Aussie dollars. Wow.
Yeah.
That has to hurt.
Well,
but you are going to pay. You are going to pay, $1,000 more for the Sapphire Sandwich. than you are for the Hesselite. At least.
Seems like an
So-
excessive markup.
Right. But that I'm like James said, I'm sure that's Aussie dollars he's listing. So, but still, that's a lot of
A
money.
lot of money. Yeah, a lot
Yep.
of money. But actually,
it's a great watch.
Hurt.
Yes, it's an iconic great watch. I love my Speedy.
It's the one watch in my collection that'll never leave me.
Yeah. I agree, James, wholeheartedly.
If I had to save one, it would be the Speedy.
Yeah.
I just don't think you can buy such classic horology for that amount of money in any other brand.
Yeah, Weekday's saying it almost makes it not worth it, and yeah, it's in Aussie dollars.
Yeah.
So that's a lot, man. I'm sorry, Weekday. That's really that's disheartening to see it go up that much. And if they do change
I've just posted the Discord link. Did that appear in the chat?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
And I
Sorry.
am, unfortunately,
Sorry about that, William.
I don't know how to.
Yeah, obviously doesn't let you post links.
Well, if you want to.
Maybe if you, Thomas, if you email it to Flippin, and maybe once the stream posts on YouTube, he can put it down in the description.
That's a good idea.
Just a thought.
I posted a little Hilton watch on the Discord.
Yeah, we
Which are-
saw that.
Yeah. No. I'm going to have it serviced before I do anything with it. It was my grandfather's. It's been sitting in a drawer for probably 40 years.
Nice.
Yep.
So, but I did
Hey.
check it.
No, I was just gonna say hi to Carlos. He's stopping by. He's in Spain. Enjoy your time over there, Carlos. My Doc's the
Nice.
brother.
So, but yeah, it seems to be a nice little watch. It runs, but I'm not going to chance damage. Not without a good service on it. So, it's not worth a lot, but it's sentimental value is what it's worth to me.
that's-
So,
Which watch is that? So, which watch is that? Sorry, shot in the dark.
it's a little Hilton watch.
Okay.
It was Hilton Marketing bought these cased and had Swiss movements put in them, and sold them through their New York office and sold them out around the country. That's probably worth about $7,500. But I said it's a little 17 jewel Swiss movement.
Okay. Chris was able. Flippin' me was able to
Good
to
stuff
post
there.
Yeah,
post that link.
With your channel, you can do it.
Yeah.
So that's William Watch's Discord link. If anybody wants to click on that and join William's Watch's Discord, it's a great little community he's got.
Yeah,
It's started up, and it's a little Discord group. You can post pictures of what your watch is and wrist shots, and there's a selling page where people can sell watches, and all sorts of different pages, different brands that you can look at that people have got, and all sorts of chat going on. It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just like this, but it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whenever you see somebody on there, you can just chat with them. It's great. So we want
That's
to
great.
thank you, William, very much.
The other day, I was sat in a meeting, and the Discord kept banging up with you guys. So it's great, absolutely great.
Good job for posting it, Flippin'. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if it actually shows up as a link or not.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It shows us a link.
Okay, good. I have to manually type it in on my side, so my one and
Yeah.
only Discord that I'm on.
Yeah, it's a great one. It's a
Yeah.
good group of guys.
It
Just
really is. Yeah, really good.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank you, Williams Watches. That's great.
Blue shirt.
Yes, sir.
You're into the Doxer. Doxer's a brand that I've seen it for a while and looked at them, and I really like the tool watch nature of the brand. You know,
It's the prototypical tool watch. That's
It's
all it
beautiful.
is.
What movements are in there? What
It's an
movements?
ETA 2824-2.
Okay, so easy to service, easy
Yep.
to make. Yeah,
Solid,
cool.
rock solid, reliable, easy to
Yeah.
service.
Great
Um,
watch.
It's an amazing watch, and if you like colors, it's great because it's
Yeah.
a color for everybody.
Absolutely. Something
about-
for everyone.
On about colours, I don't know if any of you guys have seen them. Has anyone seen the Ocean Crawler watches?
Yes, I've seen Ocean Crawler.
They're pop. So some of their watches really pop.
They
I mean,
do.
They're obviously a micro brand, but
Mhm.
I've personally, I know a lot of people. I know micro brands divide opinion. I mean, personally, I'm not against micro brands. I quite like them. I think you can often buy quite a lot of watch for your money.
Yep.
And most of them run ETAs, so they're all pretty rock solid movements and easy to service. Yeah, there it is. I mean, that watch just pops. That is. You
That
look at some of
loom
their
is
watches-
screaming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
love that
certainly
handset
does.
as well. That plunger handset with the big minute hand. I love them.
Some of the Ocean Crawler stuff's awesome, especially the GMTs. Some of the GMT watches are beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yes, those are very nice. The GMTs they just brought out. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
it's great.
I agree with you, James. There's a lot of micro brands that are really nice out there. Not all of them are ETAs. There's a lot of Miota movements out there, which are fun.
Mm.
Um,
You look
but
at some of
there's-
them pictures. Some of them are just they really do pop. And
They do, and I love the fact that they have the Milanese mesh bracelets. I really love those.
You see, I'm fully supportive of micro brands who go their own direction, who produce their own product. It's when you get a brand that isn't imaginative enough that they end up copying another brand's watch, or they do like a carbon copy of a Submariner but put their brand on it, and
Right.
I hate that. Whereas if you've got a company, and this is what I like about Ocean Crawler, is the fact that that watch is pretty much unique to them. That it's recognizable as an Ocean Crawler to other people that own that watch.
Mhm.
I think they're just beautiful. I just think that they're beautiful, they're unique, that they stand on their own.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big homage watch fan either.
No.
But yeah, to show a little originality, which is easier said than done. But something that can stand on its own is nice, and these are nice.
I'll tell you a watch that I'd really like your guys' opinion on. When Flipping comes off the phone, I'll read it out. It's the Ulster watch. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
It's
You, Thomas?
This is a no. I'm not familiar with Ulster. No, but this is nice. This is going back to that 70s aesthetic.
Correct.
Isn't it?
Cushion case. Yep.
Cushion case and the plancher hands.
I think you guys are really going to like the Ulster watches, because the story behind the Ulster brand is it was a brand that was quite a historic brand, but it got killed off in the quartz crisis.
Okay.
And it was actually the watch, the particular watch that I was going to ask Flipping to put up, is the one that's worn by. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you.
Yeah, sorry.
Sure.
Yep. So it's the watch that was worn by Matt Dreyfus in Jaws.
Oh right.
So if anyone's ever
William Dreyfus, was it?
William Dreyfus, yeah.
Yeah.
So if anyone's watched Jaws, and you'll notice that he's got a very nice looking wristwatch in the movie, And
Right,
obviously
yeah.
he's a marine biologist, so he's
Sure.
you know into
Oh,
diving
Richard
stuff.
Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss,
Richard
that's him.
Dreyfuss. We
That's the
finally
guy.
got there.
Yeah, yeah. It's, somebody who had produced a video on the now that you're mentioning it. I did see a review of that watch. Yeah, it's kind of cool looking.
It's that's a really cool watch, and it's 700 £700.
Yeah, and it's got
So
it's like a rally. It's a metal bracelet, but it's like a rally style. It's got the
That's
big
right.
holes in it.
That's right.
It's interesting. Yes, I've seen a couple reviews on that watch, and it looks really interesting.
I was going to get flipping to
How do you spell that?
ALSTA.
Yeah, Alista.
Hi, Zippo. Are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I had to take a phone call there.
Yeah,
That's
no
fine.
worries.
Could you just look up a watch for us? It's the. Can you go ahead, Showcase, and tell him?
Yep. So it's the Ulster, which is A for Alpha, L for Lima, S for Sierra, T for Tango, A for Alpha.
Alsta.
Sorry, repeat that. I'm just on Google
Yeah.
now.
A for Alpha. A for Alpha, L for Lima, S for Sierra, T for Tango, A for Alpha. And it's called the Ulster Nautusgraph.
Okay. While Flippin's pulling that up, Weekday Hustle has a question here for the panel, and I don't want to let it go. He's like, "What do we all think of Oris?"
Yeah, they've got a lot on a lot that they make, haven't they? A lot that they produce, and there's quite a variety. I think they do some interesting things. They're doing a lot of big watches, aren't they, with their big crown pro
They are.
pilots. Then they do the pointer dates. Then they do some chronographs, and I think that they do their in-house. Do they use in-house or do they use ETA?
I think they use
Or
Solitas.
Solitas, yeah,
Yeah.
Solita movements. But the design
Are very distinctive
the
and
design
their
language
own. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very distinctive. It's a nice design language. I think it's quite big watches, as I say, but I think the handsets are quite nice. And
the
very
dials are
very
are
legible dials. Very
Yep.
legible dials for being big.
I love the new ones that they brought, the quite recent ones they brought out, which is I think they're made from brass.
Yeah, they have a couple. They have a couple brass watches.
They're beautiful.
The Diver 65 is nice. The Aquas is nice. They're nice watches. Not everybody loves the integrated bracelets that the Aquas has, but
yeah.
But they're.
Yeah, I'm more a fan of their pilots watches, like the Pro Pilots, than the Aquases. I'm not a fan of their divers. I think they look a bit too generic. And
What about the pointer date?
The pointer date's a funny one. I'm not a fan of the handset.
Okay.
But I quite like the watch as it is. Yeah, I'm not too keen on the. I love that brown dialed one on the left. I love that. Is that a bronze one? I think that's a bronze one.
Yeah.
But it's a cathedral handset that doesn't really grab me immensely.
I'm just gonna have to jump. I'm just gonna have to jump off, guys. But I'm gonna jump back. My device is dying of battery, so I'm just gonna jump onto my iPad. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah,
very
sure,
good.
see you in a minute. Yeah, it's that cathedral handset. Do you want to post a link again, Zippo? So
I
James
think you
can
could
get
do
back
worse
on.
for the money.
Yeah, I agree. It's an excellent first jump in to a quality watch. You can't go wrong with it.
Zippo, could you post a link again so Showcase can get back on?
Oh yeah. Gotcha.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, Wisconsin watch guy. Bronze watches are not everybody's cup of tea. That's for sure. I've looked at them a couple times, but I don't think I'd ever add one into my collection.
I'd like one, to be honest with you.
Okay.
There's something about a bronze watch. I'm intrigued by them, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I was swept away with that fad, and to be honest with you, and I quite like the bronze look and the whole idea of the patinaing and the, it getting mouldy. Yeah,
But there are
actually,
also ones now that are treated that don't turn, that don't patina. They stay the shiny, brass like bronze.
I like the
color.
idea of it aging. To be honest with you, I mean, I initially liked the idea of the Panerai Bronzo when that first came out, and the whole idea of it going not quite green on me, but but patinaing, and changing color. And then when the Tudor Black Bay Bronze came out, I
Right.
really liked that. I tried.
Yeah,
that
I was
on.
going to mention that.
I tried that on, and it was just a little bit too big. I thought 43 mil.
No, I think Boris has the Carl Brashear.
This looks really nice. This Oris, this in bronze. I think it looks really nice.
Yeah. They have the Carl Brashear, I believe.
Yes, they
Boris,
do, yeah.
and that's in bronze, and that's a good looking watch.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Carl Brashear too much, to be honest with you. They do that in a bimetal as well, I think. Carl Brashear. But I prefer this Pointer Date in bronze. But it's something about the handset which detracts me away from it a little bit.
Okay, not everybody's a fan of the cathedral hands,
Yeah.
But it's a good watch. Oris is a good company, and you could do, like Shot in the Dark said, you could do a lot worse.
Absolutely, yeah.
You could always go with Tag Heuer.
No. I've had a couple of Orises, and I've rated them. I've rated the watches. I think they're cool watches. In fact, my wife still has one. She has an Oris.
What's your opinion on the Weekday Hustle? What do you think? Are you a fan?
Yeah, let us know. Weekday.
What's your favorite Oris?
Who are you talking to? Sorry.
Weekday Hustle, who asked us the question.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carlos is saying I tried on the Oris Pointer Date out of curiosity after Crappy's stream because Crappy got one. They're very nice and solid on the strap.
Yeah.
He didn't like the bracelet. Okay. Weekday says he loves Oris. So that's cool.
Yeah, I think the Diver 65 is a really nice one, like you say, blue shirts, and like Turkey Vulture's saying, that's a nice watch, the Diver 65.
Yeah.
What is going on here? Sorry, I'm having troubles.
No worries. All right, you want to go back to that watch that? He's not back yet, so let's wait till James comes back on to look at the Alsta.
I think he was back for a minute there. Yeah.
Yeah, he was back. I don't know whether his iPad's died on him as well.
I'm back.
Back now.
There he is.
Here he is.
Yeah, so Weekday saying he loves the Pointer Date and the Diver 65. Okay. Yeah, though they are both very nice watches.
So sorry, flipping. Just go back to the Ulster. Yeah, just to go back to the Ulster. So I'm just wondering what you guys. Wondering what you guys think to this watch, because
I like it.
Scrafe.
Yeah, this is a watch. I'm a massive movie fan and a massive Jaws fan. And Jaws is one of my favourite movies. And this is a watch that I would nearly buy to add to the collection because I love the movie so much. I wouldn't buy it for any horological reason apart from I just love the watch. I love the movie and I love the look of the watch. It's got Tool Watch written all over it.
It does. I like it.
I love the square shape, the square shape of the case and the indentations in the bracelet.
So I think if I'm right on the history of the brand, so the brand goes back quite a long way, but it was killed off in the quartz crisis of the 80s,
right?
And then it was relaunched again. I think a few years ago, I think the brand was sort of relaunched,
It says the production of this watch is going to be limited to 1,975 pieces, so that makes me think that it was made in 1975.
It was, yes. So that was the year that
Yeah.
Jaws came out.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so they got a PVD version. That's nice.
I just think at £700. I just think it's a.
Is that what it is?
I think it's 795 or something like that. I think.
Can you just click on read more, Zippo? See if that brings a bigger picture of it.
Oh, that's better.
There we go. Yeah, that looks
Much
nice.
better.
I like the bracelet.
Yeah, isn't it different?
Yeah, it seems to have holes in it, doesn't it?
Yep.
It looks great. Wow.
The only difference between this watch and the one that was won in the Jaws movie is I think this one's a 39 mil, and I think the one in the movie was maybe 36 or 38. I forget which, but I'm sure this one's a 39. But with the look of that case, I think it's going to be a bit like the Super case. I think it's going to wear a lot bigger than a 39. I think it's going to wear bigger than a 39.
Pull the trigger, James.
It's just one of those watches that I mean, if you look at that picture there, with Richard Dreyfuss getting into the water, and anybody who likes Jaws and anyone who's a watch fan will have probably noticed numerous times the watch that's on his wrist.
Right.
It's beautiful. There it is. Yes. So
Yeah,
we've increased the
that's
size to 38 millimeters.
It is nice.
I think it is for the money. For the money, I just think it's a nice looking.
Yeah, and it's a lovely dial layout. It's got a similar sort of look on the dial to the Rail Master 57.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely, and it's got a nice broad, not broad arrow, a sword hour hand.
Yeah. I just think there's very little to dislike about the watch. It's a little bit on the small side for me. That would be my only criticism. But I think because of the way it's designed, I have a feeling it'll. Yeah, I mean, if I was to pick fault with it for anything, I wish they had put a shark on it.
Well, that they also have the Nautiscape 2, which is 40 millimeters. So it's a little bit bigger, and it's got NH35, so it's got a Seiko movement in it. This one's only limited to 300 pieces, though. So I'm sure that'll get snapped up very quickly.
So this has got a Milanese bracelet instead of the.
Right, and this has the Milanese bracelet.
I prefer the other one because of the 3/6, because of the 12, 9, and 6 on the other one.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I do. It just breaks that dial up a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I like that. I like
And
that
I like
green neck.
I like the bracelet on the other one more as well.
Yeah, see, you can just see in the movie where you know the placements where you see it in the movie, and it just every time I've watched the movie, it just catches your eye.
Yeah.
And I had to Google and do some quite extensive Googling to find out what the watch was, and this is going back some years ago. And then when Ulster came back as a brand, and if anyone's interested, if they go on the website and read up about it, it tells you all about it. The fact that they disappeared during the quartz crisis, and then now they've bounced back, and it's. I don't know what they're going to do further as a brand. I don't know if they're going to go any further, or if they're going to be like a one-trick pony. I don't know, but
Right.
it's a brand. It's a brand I think to keep an eye on, because who knows where they're going to be in 20 years.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, they're starting off with this revival, and they may do more things. But
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one there with the 12, 9, and 6 on it, I think looks cracking.
Yeah. My only concern is that, for a bigger guy like me, the 38 is a little small.
That's my concern. I'm a bigger guy. I've got big wrists, and that's the only thing that sort of stopped me from pulling the trigger on this. But I love the level of faux patina that they've put on that. They've put faux patina on it, but not excessive.
Not overdone it, yeah.
No, it's just very, very mild. Very, very mild.
I think, James, to be honest with you, that with it being a square watch, I think you wouldn't notice the reduction in size. I think.
Yeah, I think that.
I think.
Yeah, maybe it'll-
I think they've reduced the size for a reason, because it is a square watch.
Yeah.
And
Maybe it
once-
plays on the wrist a little bigger because it's
Yes,
a square watch.
I think so. I think
Because
so
the
too.
tag, the Hoyer Monaco, is 39 by 39, perfectly square watch, but it wears a lot bigger than a 30. I mean, you put it next to my my Explorer at 39 millimeters, and it dwarfs it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feels
this
like
is-
a 41 or something.
But this is what I like, you see, because and I think this is where a little bit of the hobby is missed with channels such as Archie's, because Archie would never entertain even considering pulling a shot of this thing up.
No.
But there's
No,
watches like this out there, and there's micro brands like Ocean Crawler and different brands out there.
Absolutely.
That if people are new to the hobby and people are looking at getting in, there's better brands to go to. I would rather buy this than a low-level tag.
Yeah, I
Personally,
agree.
I think this has got a bit more about it. I think quite often you're definitely paying a big premium for what name is on the dial.
Oh, absolutely, yes. And I think for the price as well, there's some for the price point. I mean, like you say, what is it, £700?
So it's 700 or 800, I think. It's either 700
I
or
mean,
800.
That's a great starting area for something. I mean, also people want to associate it with the film, and there's different reasons that people are buying it. I mean,
So that was 675
Yeah.
for that one.
so it's a lot. They've got a lot to offer, and they're offering more than just one model. So
I just want your guys' opinion, because it's a watch that's in my head probably as much as the Ed White is, at a much lower price point. I said, yeah, $795. So it's a watch that's in my head, but I'm thinking to myself, is it a watch that I'm just desperate to fill my watch case up with? Is it filler, or is it something that I really want?
no, I think it sounds like something you really want. And I to be honest with you, I love that bracelet on it.
It's
It looks
distinctive.
great.
That Thomas, you're right. I mean, the bracelet really sells that watch. It really, because there's nothing else like it.
It's a bit like the Zenith ladder bracelet, isn't it? I mean, there's nothing like that. I mean, I haven't seen a bracelet like that before. Well, Blue Shirt's right.
I think, and this just harping back to what I'm saying about the Submariner. This is the thing that I look at, is I like owning something that's for me. I don't like wearing something that's too obvious, and I don't like wearing something that's too common. And I think this is the type of thing that you can enjoy as a watch guy, because you've actually got to find this thing. You know, you're never going to see this in a jeweler's window. This is something you've got to actually passionately look for to buy. You know, and that's the sort of thing that I like. That if I saw someone wearing that watch, I would think he obviously likes watches, or he likes movies because he's wearing that watch.
Right.
I just think they're cool.
Yeah.
And I
mean, Wisconsin Watch Guy brings up a point. He says the case and thickness would make it wear pretty big, he thinks. His 70s super compressor is 35mm and wears bigger.
Yeah.
So it wears really well, actually. I mean, look at that bracelet. Wow. It's gorgeous. Oh,
That's what I mean.
I'm in love now.
That's what I mean.
This is dangerous. This is dangerous stuff, James. I'm getting lured into it now.
It's a lot of watch for 800 quid, and if you look it up online, I'm sure when I was looking to buy it, I'm sure you can find it cheaper. And if you go on eBay, I think there's a couple on. I'll look it up on eBay and see what they're going for on there.
There's a Seiko NH35A, is it? Yeah,
Yes, 35A.
Yeah. Which
And
is
Clam Walker,
perfectly competent movement.
Yes. Clam Walker saying Zealous is a good brand, micro brand as well. Very well built, like Ocean Crawler, and they hold their value.
Yes, Turkey Vulture. It's a screw and crown, polished stainless steel.
Let me find this thing. Let me see what the cheapest I can find it is, because I'm gonna kick myself.
Man, too bad. Also, they should pay us a commission. I think we sold a couple. We might have sold a couple today.
Don't we? Yeah.
all of a sudden, they'll get into work tomorrow morning, and all of a sudden they'll have about 20 orders across the desk.
They'll be sold out. Yeah, you'll go to order one tomorrow, and it'll say sold out. But that bracelet, I mean, that looks great.
It's very distinctive. Yep.
The holes are obviously only on the first 3 links, and then it goes to a normal links on the bracelet. But that looks great. I love it.
I bet that would be comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
vent the wrist on a hot day. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Flippin'? You like
I
it?
like the bezel and dial combination.
Yep.
I've always quite liked black and white bezel. And then the bit of a railmaster in there. Now it's just me. The case isn't for me, but I know a lot of guys really quite like that style.
You don't like that 70s style case?
No.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I've just found one with a company called First Class Watches UK. They've got it up on eBay. I'm going to make them an offer.
There you
This
go.
is what we like in live transactions.
We should all go on there and put in a little bit of a lower offer.
I'm just going to go on and send them a message and say, if you've got a lot of orders come across your desk today, you owe us a favour.
Turkey Vulture's saying, "What would Archie think about this?" Well, we all know what he would, what he'd think about this.
If it
But
doesn't
yes,
say Catholic, don't buy it. Yeah.
Right.
His mindset's completely different.
Yes.
And that's putting it mildly.
I think it's important for anybody though who's in the hobby to appreciate that you can be into the hobby for £100,000. You can be into the hobby for £100. You know, you don't have to spend.
Yeah,
you don't have to buy a Rolex
trophy.
Submariner. You don't have to buy a Rolex Submariner or a GMT or whatever just to be classified as a serious watch collector.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Well said.
You can be an enthusiast at any price point.
Of course you can. It's like it's like me. I've got a Rolex in my collection. If I look at £100,000 Patek Philippe, it's no different than someone who's got a £100 watch looking at a £10,000 watch. There's no difference.
Right.
Well, it's like anything. It's like cars, isn't it? You can buy the cheapest car and still know a lot about supercars and still appreciate them, and without having to be able to afford to buy one.
Yeah, of course. Right, I've gone in with a low ball offer.
Good man. That's what we like to hear.
I've gone in at 650.
Right, we want to hear on Discord that you've bought it.
Exactly.
So that is with a company called First Class Watches. They're on eBay. They seem to be the only people that I can get one off.
Brand new?
It comes with 2 years guarantee as well.
Very good. 650, you say, and they're selling new on the website for $795.
No, this is $795 on eBay. I just put an offer in of 750. Sorry, 650.
Right, got you.
So I've just gone in with a cheeky
little punt.
They've got 8 available.
Mm.
So yeah, I've gone in with a cheeky offer. See if I get it.
I bet it works.
Hopefully, I will. Yeah, so I've got a message from eBay. Yeah, your offer's been submitted. Blah blah blah. So yeah, £145. See, this is one of those watches that I think you've got to accept if you buy it for if you buy it for $795 or $650, whatever. You've got to accept that you're going to take a loss on it. You know, if you ever wanted to sell and get out of it,
right?
You might. You know, this is one of those spends that you've got to accept as a spend, and don't look at it as investing. It is a spend. Don't expect to get your money back. Don't expect to get 500. Realistically, if you can sell this watch sometime down the road, you might get 300 or 400 for it.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as people are buying them with that mindset and they know that these aren't investable,
yeah,
right.
I don't see the harm. If it's just something to enjoy and get pleasure out of, then I don't see any harm.
Well, that's what most micro brands are, to be honest with you. They're
Exactly.
startup brands that are offering startup watches for people just to enjoy. I mean, nothing for no bragging rights. So there's just things to enjoy. Just to, yeah.
Just put it. Watches, micro brands to me are people that are just into the they're just into the hobby. You know, I mean, I don't know if you guys do you guys watch Rich's channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
What, Rich Buddy?
No, I'll tell you. I forgot the rest. He started YouTube same time as I did in 2017, but he continued all the way through. I took a break and he continued.
What's on the wrist?
That's it. Yeah, that's
With our boy Rich. Yeah, I love his channel. He's
Rich
great.
is great.
Yep, he is.
Rich is a great guy.
Yep.
So, me and him are both. Me and Rich were both children of Archie. Around about the same time, we both set out on the YouTube path at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's a great guy. And I actually emailed it. Well, I was talking to him via email about 4 months ago about micro brands and which ones to point me in the direction of a couple of micro brands because I reached out for some help. Because one of my favourite watches is by it's called a company called Military Watches. Military Industries, and they basically make watches which are the military watches from like back in the 70s, but they're powered by Seiko movements, and they are they're tough as all boots. You know, it's built like a tank. Is this thing, and it'll take any punishment you throw at it. And it was £100 was this watch, but I wear it probably twice a week, especially if I'm doing DIY around the house. It's an awesome watch,
right?
And I appreciate it for what it is, not because it's worth X amount of pounds or by whatever brand. It's I just appreciate what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with micro brands, there's so much available, so many different designs. You're bound to find something you absolutely love over anything that you're paying $10,000 on.
Yeah. James, the place that you put the bid on eBay that was First Class Watches.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at that. I pulled that up on eBay myself over here. It's $875 US. So it says they have 10 more available, but you can make an offer. So
I think they'll take it. I think they'll take it because I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be flying out the door. I've been looking at this watch on and off.
As you say, if they've got eight in stock, I mean, they're going to want to shift a few, aren't they?
Mm.
Yeah. So I don't know. Here it says they have more than 10 available.
Okay. Oh, that goes in my favour then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Let's say simply for being a movie buff, someone who's into the movie, and I mean, God, I must have watched the movie 100 times at least. I could recite it word for word. I love that movie.
Well, Junior Johnson was saying he was lusting after the Seiko Giugiaro from Aliens,
right?
Which is an interesting watch as well.
The Ripley.
Yeah,
I think.
Ripley. Yeah, there's Ripley in the Bishop, isn't there?
I think TGV loves that watch, doesn't he?
Yes.
I think he's got one. Yeah,
he does.
Does TGV do anything with you guys? Do you ever get in touch with him, or does he get in touch with you guys? Or
No.
He just sits on the outside.
Yeah.
No, he does his own thing. I don't know what he does, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he's still going. Is he?
Oh, counter offer.
Oh, you got a counter, huh?
Oh, quick. How much?
Counter offer. Counter offer.
Oh, well, waiting with bated breath.
$750 counter offer.
Oh,
700.
That's 100 above what you offered.
Make counter offer, so I'll go in with another. So I'll go in at $675.
There you go.
So he's going to then come back at $725. We're going to agree at $700.
There you go.
So submit offer.
Oh,
right. $675. $675's gone. So I've upped it by 25.
This is a channel first, Zippo.
It is. Great.
Negotiations on live.
I take it we've all watched like Storage Wars and all that before. So
Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
Oh, and just a reminder, everybody, before you go, please give Flippin a thumbs up before you leave.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's important.
Be much appreciated.
Give us some love.
So I don't know, I might have mentioned this already. The American Pickers show.
Yep.
You guys have probably all seen that.
Yep. Yeah.
There was a Canadian Pickers show that was local to here.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl on that show works at the antique mall down the road here and is a very lovely person. And it's a great place to go looking for oddball stuff. They have
Oh, wow.
right wing, not an aerospace, something along those lines. But
I think 73 Math's got Breitling Aerospace, hasn't he? Yeah.
Mm. Oh, good remembering, Thomas.
So you guys,
Anna, did you watch, aren't they? The Breitling Aerospace, yeah.
how many of you guys on the beg stream tonight?
I got another family function, so I'll be missing it again.
I was going to say that.
Is one happening tonight?
Yeah, I think I actually said there was going to be one. I saw last night, Blue Shirt. You got an MIW. MIA, sorry.
Yeah, I was at a party.
Yeah,
So I missed it. I missed ID guy. I missed
ID
Archie.
guys
I
was
missed.
great.
Yeah,
ID's
I have
guys
to
was
watch that.
great. It's long, but I mean, I love the ID guy channel.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's brilliant, isn't he? Absolutely brilliant.
He's got some stamina to do those 4-hour shows.
That's amazing.
Having said that, I mean, I can see Flipping's been on for about 22 hours 36. So it's, but when you think when you think ID guy is just constantly, it's just him on his own, constantly talking. He puts some effort into those videos.
Oh yeah. Plus, he gets inundated with wrist shot videos, so wrist shot pictures. So he's got to put it all together, and he does a great job. His videos are fantastic.
A lot of organization, planning, and
he does great.
Tip my hat to him.
Yeah.
Well, you see, it's like what I try and do. I've been doing live streams for just over a week now, so I started doing just over a week ago. I'm trying to get all my Wi-Fi and stuff sorted out, but got there in the end. But I try and do it so that if I know that somebody else is doing a live stream at the same time, I will either cut it short or I just won't do one. And I think Archie had one going at the same time as ID guy.
Right, yeah.
Obviously, ID guy takes his time and puts it all together, and a lot of work goes into prepping for his.
Right.
So,
and Archie's just the opposite. He puts no work into it and no effort into it.
Yeah, it's the most spontaneous. It's the most spontaneous. I mean, it gets me. I mean, last night, bless him. I love Archie. I love Archie, and he makes me laugh. But any guy that can pull off, was it brown shoes, blue pants, a gold shirt, and a white gold paddock Philippe? I mean, that is one hell of a combo going on there. And then when he spilled coffee down his pants, I mean,
I missed that one.
And then
I'm gonna have to watch this now.
But it gets me because I send him super chats. I flip him a few quid, and all the other punters do the same. And you're there, and you're actually when you think about it afterwards, you're actually paying him like a couple of quid, 5 quid or whatever, for him. And he was clearing out his desk drawer last night while talking to us.
Awesome.
And so no, I think he needs the guests. He does need the guests.
He does.
That's why I'm pleased that we've managed to get Watches and Giggles in, because I think Watches and Giggles, his first live appearance was on my channel last week.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's why I tried to pull him in on the Clive stream last night.
Yeah.
And my next will be to try and get him on the Archie show if I can.
Right.
Because I think Archie, I think Watches and Giggles has got some good good input into watches. I think his genre and my genre sort of tally up. You know, the watches he's looking at, the watches I'm looking at are sort of similar.
Yeah.
And I think he's a really good, knowledgeable guy, and I think he can bring a lot to Archie's channel.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really good guys around here on the streams.
Yeah,
There are, yeah. And it's like we've got here, we've got an open forum. It's good for people to, you know, dip their feet in the water a bit and just see if they enjoy the actual sort of concepts, you know, and try it out.
Yeah, it's a good group of people here.
Yeah.
So
like for the most part, the toxic.
Yeah.
So, good.
Exactly. But you know, Archie, he makes me laugh. So I love him.
I do.
And I've enjoyed the 2 times I was able to get on. One time Tan gave me the link and I got on, and the other one he posted the link and I jumped on. So
hi there,
That's
Jamie
always
Y.
fun.
You all right?
He has no idea who I am.
yeah. Hey Jamie Y, welcome.
How you doing?
A weekday hustles showcase. Someone has read The Art of Negotiating by Trump. Yeah, no, I negotiate a lot in my day-to-day job. So I'm just checking up on the comments.
Yeah, I'm kind of just waiting around to hear what the counter offer is.
I'm sure it'll come in soon.
We're all waiting for this offer. Have you
Yeah,
done the watch?
All I've got so far is that the Watch Advisor has released a video and Paul Thorpe has released a
I've
video.
just got that Paul Thorpe alert. Yeah.
I tell you what, he's a knowledgeable guy. It's Paul. I know people have divided opinions on him, but I think he has a lot of knowledge.
Very knowledgeable. A lot of, I mean, with experience, 30, 40 years experience in dealing watches. I mean, you can't help but pick up knowledge, can you?
No.
Has he been doing YouTube? Like, he's kind of original on YouTube, right?
Well, he came about 3 years ago. He started, but he was still working then, and he dropped it, didn't he? He stopped working on his channel, and it's only this year he's started up again.
Okay.
And yeah, he started up
I
again.
I see the other James from Just Horology went live a little while
David.
ago. Yeah, David. Sorry, David from Just Horology. He's on again, off again.
Yeah.
Is that the guy from Australia?
No, he's in England.
No, it's in England. Just Horology.
Is that a? Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
Horology House. I'm thinking of.
Yeah, no. He's gonna be gone for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Just Horology, he kind of quit a couple weeks ago, and then comes up with the occasional video live stream. I haven't really caught any of them though.
So what's the latest on Just Horology? Is he back? Is he not back? Is he back
I
to
don't
say
know.
he's not back? Is he?
I don't know. He just came on about 20 some odd minutes ago. So for a guy
really?
who's left, he keeps popping back on.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Oh well.
I'm not on his. I don't think I'm subscribed to that one. No, look.
yeah, he was putting out a lot of content for a while, and then all of a sudden he just stopped and said, "That's it, I quit." And then came back on a week later saying, "Yes, I quit," and then has now come back on another couple of times. So
I'll tell you what, his videos get. I'm just looking at his thing now. His videos get some attention.
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
21,000 views, 14,000 views, 11,000 views.
he was doing a lot of stuff with Just Bluefish watches
Oh yeah.
guy and watch collecting strategy. He was doing stuff with them, and then they went off on their own, and he went off on his own. So
I'll tell you, he does some very, very good in-depth reviews. Does Guy?
Yeah.
So his reviews are. I love the fact that he will put a review across, and even if he loves the watch, he's still happy to pull it apart if there's things he doesn't like about it. I've watched a lot of his reviews, especially surrounding the Speedmaster and the Submariner. He's a great guy, and I found it interesting actually because I looked at his review about the Rolex Explorer, the Explorer 1, the 39mm. And because he seems to have a problem with watches fitting his wrist. I don't know if he's got a strange shaped wrist or what it is, but yeah, he was saying that the Explorer 1 39mm, he struggles with getting it as an accurate wrist size, so he flipped the watch. He got rid of the watch, but I think now he's having a little bit of regrets. But yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, Weekday Hustle. I don't think people should expect that a YouTube channel is going to blow up. It's a relatively small community around here, and we all kind of know each other.
right.
So, having too high of expectations is not good for the soul.
No,
Comes to this.
completely agree.
Yeah.
This is why I think like with Archie's channel. I mean, Archie's got 60,000 subscribers, and I think looking at that, I mean, I've been following Archie for a number of years, and his numbers have gone up and up and up steadily. So they're all genuine subscribers.
Right. He's not buying views.
He's not buying.
He doesn't. I do not cheat.
Yeah, and I believe that. I
believe it too. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't imagine Archie paying for it for a start.
Right.
So.
So.
Exactly.
Do any of you guys watch? Do any of you guys watch? What's her name? The lady.
Jenny L.
Jenny L. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of her videos. Yeah.
It's okay.
Interesting.
I've just started watching them. I've just started at the beginning and just started watching a couple. She seems to put a lot of detail in there, but I think her husband's been big into YouTube at some point.
I think he does a lot of the production side, doesn't he? Yeah, I think he sets up a lot of the production, and the filming, and the editing. I think it's a two-person team. Yeah.
If anybody is a fan of Kristen Wiig from Saturday Night Live from years ago, her as Bjork, you listen to those two voices together, like Jenny L and Kristen Wiig's Bjork, and it is real similar to each other. And it's really distracting. It's bad to say, I feel like a jerk saying it, but I caught it once, and that's all I can think of now when I hear that. But she makes good videos, so I watch.
Okay.
So,
Weekday Hustles just put. I just go on here because I have no real friends. I work a lot. Weekday Hustle. I'm very much the same.
Yeah.
I'm very much the same. No, but the problem is right. If you go to your local bar or your local pub with your friends and start talking about Rolex Submariner, it just comes across as pretentious and
it does, yeah. Big-headed, yeah. If you start talking about Rolex to somebody who's not into watches, you're just coming across as being an absolute dick.
Yeah,
whereas,
and they're just not going to care.
no. Whereas if you speak to people who are also into watches, they know that you're not into the Rolex Submariner because it's a like an iconic. The watch of the knobhead, you're not into it for that reason. You're into it because you like the watch, you like the build, and equally like myself, I'm willing to rip the Submariner a new one because I don't like it for different reasons and blah blah blah. And if you start getting involved in a conversation with like that at your local bar, you're standing there drinking it, having a beer, and you start talking like that, instantly people around you are just going to think you're an absolute, that type of person.
Yeah.
So. I think with our hobby, I think it's something that you will struggle to find your next door neighbour who's into it as well.
Yeah, you attract a lot of contention, don't you, if you go out and talk about it and you start flashing a nice watch and
And it's negative attention as well.
Yeah,
it
it
doesn't. It's to the point where, like at my work, I wear my Speedmaster because my Speedmaster, it's iconic, but to the most part, the average person probably wouldn't necessarily know what it is. And if you start wearing a Rolex Submariner or a GMT, it's a little bit different.
It's just that name, isn't it? As soon as somebody reads, is that Rolex?
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
real? And you get all the usual questions. Is it real? Is it real? How much did it cost? You know?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And they're not interested in the watch. They're interested in the asset, you know?
Yes.
Right.
They're interested in how much is it, you know? And
And
how did you afford that? And how did you buy that? Why did you buy that? Why didn't you buy a car instead? Or why didn't you buy blah, blah, blah?
You can see the look in the person's face thinking, this person clearly thinks that they're something they're not by wearing that watch.
Yeah. They think they're special.
And this is the negative side. This, especially Rolex as a brand, especially Rolex. This is the massive negativity that Rolex attracts.
Yeah.
And it gets to the point where I think you do get to a point in your life where you just think, I don't care what other people think. You know, and you live the life you want to lead. But I do think, especially if you're new to the hobby, or if you're relatively new to it, I think you can certainly wear a Rolex on your wrist and start having a bit of a complex that people notice it and people might think this of you, might think that of you. Whereas I think when you get further down the line in the hobby, I think you just get the attitude of, do you know what? Think what you like. I don't care.
Yeah.
I think once you get to that stage in your life, I think you live a much happier life.
Yeah, you pass a certain barrier where you just start to not care and think other people's opinions are irrelevant, and you just become more confident within yourself that you're happy with what you're doing, and that's all that matters.
You don't always have to follow the crowd.
That's what I loved about Archie's shirt last night. That shirt that Archie had on last night, I mean, that definitely was not a crowd pleaser, but he loved it. He loved it, and go Archie, be yourself. Don't
absolutely, yeah.
Don't follow the
counter offer.
Counter offer.
No, it was Discord.
Oh,
it was Williams watches.
With the social aspect of the whole YouTube watch channel, there's no equivalent to a car show or a rock show to go to mingle with like-minded guys. So this is a great place to do it.
It is.
Definitely. Well, what I've said on I don't know if it was a live stream or one of my videos, is if there's any people in the UK want to get together once a year or twice a year, meet up in a hotel, have an evening meal, have a laugh, do something. I'd be all for attending that. I'd even help organise it, because I think that would be cool. Just once a year for a group of like-minded people to get together, have a night, or even have a couple of nights, whatever they wanted to do. Even if it's like when the new Bond movie releases, I've been invited to the VIP night by my local Amiga AD, and that would be that would be something that I would love to share with some like-minded Amiga fans. Other people are into Amiga and into Bond. You all meet up in a hotel. You go to the movies. You get a meal. You have a few beers. You go to the hotel. Get your head down. Wake up the next morning. Have breakfast together. Have a date. I think that'd be a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's what's nice about the Watch Time event in New York. It's it's you get a lot of the major brands there. It's very casual, relaxed. You're all with like-minded people. The only people that are attending this thing are people that are into watches, and you can socialize and have a cocktail, and it's really, really nice.
Well,
I recommend it highly to anybody.
Maybe that's something you could start to organise through the Discord showcase.
Yeah. I mean, if I think, judging from your accent, Thomas, I don't think me and you were too far apart. And I know that Salty from the live streams on Arches, I think he's Doncaster.
Right.
So I don't think he's not a million miles away. So there's three of us can probably, we're within a train ride of each other. So there's three of us. So if we get a few people together, I'd be up for that.
That'd make for a hell of a great weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then if it becomes a regular thing, we can all get our first class tickets on British Airways and fly over to the States.
There you go.
Well, do it. We could have done Basel World, couldn't we?
Yeah. That'd be cool.
That would be a lot of
Wonders and
fun.
wonders.
Yeah.
And then if we all chip in, $100, we can get Archie a ticket.
He didn't do shoot for free.
He would gladly come if somebody paid for it. That's for sure.
Yeah. I do feel sorry for the guy though, because he's clearly had a rough time through the lockdown. Because I know that he likes to get out. I know that he likes to jump on a plane and go places and do stuff. So me personally, I'm not a massive one. I only travel maybe once or twice a year. But Archie, I think he's traveling quite a lot. And anyone that's used to living a lifestyle where they're traveling all the time, I think the lockdown must have been terrible for them.
Yeah.
It didn't really affect me, but I just took the opportunity to spend more time with my family.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
I'm just antisocial enough for it not to be too big of a deal.
Oh, super.
Well,
so
guys, if anybody else ready to call it?
Yeah, we're coming up on 3 hours. So
3 hours, aren't we?
And I
Wow.
really
Been a long one.
get to hear the counter offer. Counter offer.
Yeah,
Don't forget, everyone. Give us a thumbs up, everyone, if you can, and hop onto William's Discord. Press that link on the Zippo posted earlier on, if you can.
Yep.
You're gonna have to join the Discord to find out what happens with the counter offer.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Turkey Vulture, Geezer, Williams Watches, Wisconsin Watch Guy, Junior Johnson, Weekday Hustle, you guys, whoever I've missed, I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Thank you for
everyone.
joining us. Shot in the Dark, thank you for joining us. And James, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been great, guys. Well, thank
great to
you.
have
Thank you very much.
Afternoon, all.
Very much appreciated.
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
Yeah, you're welcome. Our
We do
pleasure.
this every Sunday, so
Nice talking to you guys.
bring your friends. Tell your friends.
All right.
Okay, take care, everybody.
Take
Thank
care,
you.
Flippin'. Take care, Thomas.
Yeah, take care, everyone. Great to chat.
Yeah, great to chat. Nice to meet you, Shot in the Dark. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
All right, everybody. Take it easy.
Take care.
Okay. See you later, everyone.